Oh my god. I didn't think it was gonna go live right away. Oh my god.
Man.
All right.
Glad you noticed.
Yeah, we could be having the conversation we were just having. All right.
Oh hey, I got notified for once.
There you go.
Newt and Metz. Alright, live stream a go-go. That one? Okay.
Yep.
13 seconds ago. Oh yeah, hi, that's me.
There you go. Here you are. Here we are. We're here. Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm trying to keep it on the
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, lots of them. I got this fucking. Oh my god.
It's going great.
Right, whatever. I'm gonna disconnect this. I'll plug it back.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect.
We're
Yay,
here.
we're here.
Here we go.
All right, hold on. Let me get the link. And, look where I paused it. I'm like. All right, I'm gonna notify the Discord.
Yep. Let's put the live chat on.
Where the fuck? There we go.
All right. Somebody's already in here. How we doing?
Hello.
We're here. We're on a little bit early. I didn't think you were gonna get here on time, so that's good.
I mean, yeah. I woke up at 2.
Oh,
Almost
wow.
3. No, I woke up at about 3 because I fell asleep at 6 a.m. Which
Oh.
is kind of crazy. This is the wrong chat. Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
I was just randomly told one of the like retro Pokemon groups.
They're like,
that I'm in.
and who are you?
Right, like I was about to be like, hey guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been sleeping like shit of late, so I don't know what the hell
fun.
the story is. And then I got up super early today to go in to make sure that last night's stuff got taken care of, and then they did. So
watched your Jaws review last night, and I'm a diehard Spielberg fan, and I still learned something new from it. Hey, that's great.
when did we do Jaws?
I don't know. I think that was just you. I don't recall.
Did I just do Jaws? I don't know. Oh, okay, it's another guy. I was like, when did we do Jaws?
That had to be you specifically, and probably a while ago.
It might have even been on the other channel then.
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember doing Jaws.
Hey Gerald, what's up?
What's going on?
Oh, what's up? Hold on, now I gotta get back to the. My phone can't handle me opening multiple apps at once, so it's the second I switched off of it, it just like refreshed.
But we started early because I have to run. We'll have to run to the next door to make sure some stuff is done before tomorrow morning. So I figure if we got early start, we can stream till 9:30, and then that'll give us time to get food and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, what's up, Newt and Metz? Worked earlier and working this Saturday and Sunday and next Saturday, playing the Warriors video game for the first time.
Oh, okay.
Also, hello to everyone who's joining.
How you doing? I forgot they made a Warriors video game. That was like
What was it for? Like, what platform?
I think it was like it's like a Grand Theft Auto type of thing. Because they did that, they did The Thing. I remember those.
That's cool.
But yeah.
Hey, did I tell you about Nintendo 64?
Yes, you did tell me about Nintendo 64. Yep.
What else is new?
I've never played Nintendo 64 ever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Because I didn't ever play Mario Kart for the first time until 2019.
That's crazy.
Jeanette and I were at.
That's on Xbox, PlayStation 2, and PlayStation.
Yeah, we were at round one. We were at round one in Deptford.
Oh yeah,
in 2019. I was still working at Wayne at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hello, stranger. Neil. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if Neil and Gerald were gonna make it because sleepy, but
okay.
yeah. What up, buddy?
Gerald responded to my crippled masters poster.
Yeah, that's
and he was just like, finally, representation.
Hey, you have. I was gonna say you have both your arms.
Yeah.
Your legs that are fucked up.
Well, yes. See, this guy, the one guy in this has no lower half.
Oh, I see.
And the other guy has no arms.
Okay.
And the tagline in the trailer is, they're handicapped by their limited knowledge of kung fu. No, clearly they were born that way, but in the movie, this guy, he's like evil, pours acid on them.
Sure.
And like a fake arm falls off, but now they have, it's crazy. But the movie
I see, you mean the actors.
Yeah. So the movie was made in 1983, like
that's
when
great.
People should have known better.
Oh my god. Hey there, Metz and Newt. Hope you're well. Got a new Samsung phone, and things are so much easier seeing a small iPhone screen.
There you go.
Yeah, I do generally prefer Android. This one sucks ass, but it's like the Galaxy A15 or whatever.
Still on Metz 2.
Metz what?
I have you as Metz. Your phone is.
Oh
Metz
yeah.
2. Mel 2. It's just like.
Oh yeah, because if y'all remember the fuckery of me having multiple phones, in order for me to get this phone, I just have a whole new number.
Yeah.
But I still have the iPhone that they gave me with my old number that I had literally since I was 12 years old. I would have liked to keep that. I don't know why we switched providers. We were working just fine with AT&T.
I've always had Verizon.
Yeah, we switched to Xfinity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we did not need to. It was just because the guy that was with AT&T, I guess he switched to Xfinity and probably gave my parents some sort of transfer discount or whatever. And it has been hell for me since. It's been incredibly.
Because for the longest time, there was like a 6-month period.
For me and my brother.
But there was like a 6-month period where I just thought you died.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, what? I was like, oh, you have another phone, right? Yeah. But it's funny because I have your 2 pictures is like it's the inverse. It's one clean face and then one with corpse paint. So it's awesome. Like that's how I differentiate them.
We're old men, so all we do is sleep. Well, Gerald's sick, and then Neil. I assume this is what your sleep schedule is right now. Mint Mobile, $15. Give Ryan Reynolds more cash. Yeah, right. And just eventually I'm gonna get fed up with it and just switch off of my parents' plan. But for now, it's slightly more convenient. Just payment. But yeah, that's. Oh, this is also funny. So I borrowed Gerald's email so that I can use his McDonald's points.
Okay.
And in order, like when I added his email account to my phone, because it had to do that. Who the fuck just messaged me? It like merged our contacts and a couple other things. So now my mom, who was not saved in my phone, is now her name, Metz's mom. And that's incredibly funny to me because now, I get texts from
your Jets or Merrill.
I think if I'm Jets, Dad's disowning me.
That's true. Well, it would be with a G.
No, I know.
A J, you know.
Then people start arguing as to whether my name's pronounced Jets or Jets.
Yeah, it's like Jiff.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna say Jiff.
Neil and Gerald are firm Jiff pronouncers, and it upsets me to no end. No, I'm just kidding. I love you guys. But hello. So are we getting that felony on stream like you promised? No. I figured I'd leave my laptop at home.
Oh no.
No. So I have a 2DS, and so Gerald's modding me a 3DS.
Okay.
But in the meantime, I've obtained a 2DS. And then I found out that you can also mod the 2DS equally as easily as modding the 3DS. So today, Gerald shipped me an SD card and like an adapter for my laptop. And that got there like right before I started getting ready, and I was like, I half jokingly was like, what if I just modded my DS on stream?
And that's a felony?
So I didn't think it was.
It's like cutting the tag off a mattress?
I guess. So like, I didn't think it was because all it does is like take the existing code and make you able to use it.
Yeah.
Right? So like, I can play stuff region free. So like, even though it's a North American DS, I can, for example, play my Saudi Arabian copy of Alpha Sapphire.
Of course.
That's what we were able to find. It was cheaper. Because a lot of people don't do the region free. But anyway, so I where was I going with this? So I thought that as long as you like the modding itself was not illegal, but like for example, like pirating stuff and that would be the illegal part, not the.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how for a long time like cannibalism wasn't illegal; it's desecration of a corpse.
Yeah.
Modding wouldn't be illegal, but apparently I'm wrong.
Okay, that's an interesting way of putting it.
Apparently, Neil found there's some copyright.
Somebody's out there watching this like, okay, I understand this Pokemon. Cannibal. You lost me on that metaphor.
No,
it's a meta 5.
But yeah, supposedly copyright bullshit, it is actually illegal to mod your 3DS.
Well, fuck the police.
Well, I was also going to say, that's unfortunate for a whole lot of YouTubers and streamers because, they're all like, here's how to do it, or like...
Look, with the YouTubers that I've met, I'd much rather them mod a video game than keep grooming children. Sorry,
Alright, Jets sounds more non-binary. Yeah, right? I was just talking about that yesterday.
Well, you can do, the Jets quarterback was...
I go from one team my dad doesn't like to the other.
God, what's his name? It's Sideburns.
I don't know.
He beat Johnny Unitas in the Super Bowl, but there was a very famous 1960s commercial because he was like tough all-American football guy, but he was wearing like pantyhose and like high heels and a thing. So that's what I thought about was the
okay, yeah, that's my bad. Damn, Metz looks jack nice. Thank you.
Johnny, no, God, what, Naismith? No,
I don't know.
It's gonna drive me nuts now. He's on The Simpsons and it was like Vapor Lock.
Vapor.
Yeah. No, yeah, all right, yeah, that's cool.
Ooh. Trying to figure out where to put my pants right now. My brother's girlfriend gave me chaps, I guess, but like rave chaps. They got like pieces cut out. You see them like fishnet. I've been wearing them a lot because they're very comfy. But
we should get some glow sticks.
Yes.
And
I can do the
light up baby pacifier.
Oh,
like
God,
like
yeah.
Black Justin.
Oh
Remember
yeah.
that?
I forgot about that. Modded is jailbreak, so technically the SWAT team gets called.
Great.
People
I get
saying hello,
swatted.
hello. Oh, Joe Namath.
Joe Namath. Yeah, Joe Namath. Yeah.
I can't
I'm thinking Nesmith. I was like, no, that's the monkey.
Yeah. Hi, hello, everyone's here. Your name is Aftershave. That's fascinating. Sorry, I'm just like. But yeah, your pants only belong one place, the floor. Thank you, Gerald.
Oh, so I ordered a new nutrition thing, and it won't be here till tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Which is there was apparently a Minecraft probiotic soda.
Those are words that.
So I was told I have to call it.
Minecraft. Okay, probiotic. All right, that's a little soda.
I choked my chicken jockey for this or something like that, you know.
Oh.
But I saw it. He's like, "Do you want this?" I was like, "Yes, send it to me."
Newt is looking 70s grizzled. Also, hi.
70s grizzled?
Yeah, I'd say that's a good look.
I don't know. This is called the Newt's tired as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I went to work this morning at 10, worked until like 4 o'clock. I was all by myself in the building just doing stuff, but I literally had to take every single item under the building.
Oh, God.
Move it out. Take everything that was in the balcony, move it down, and then consolidate everything into a place where the health department will find it acceptable.
Okay.
So I was like, I came home and I just stripped all my clothes off. And I have hardwood floors. I just laid on the floor where it was cool. I was like, I think I'm dying.
Especially because you have clean floors, despite what your mother says.
Yeah. Yep.
Did you see that Bomb Pop Arizona iced tea I sent, by the way?
Yes, I haven't.
The picture yet.
But I've been looking for that. There's a couple things I've been looking for that I haven't been able to find. But apparently, so there's like a super shady where I got your gas up there.
Oh yeah.
There's like a really cheesy convenience store up the street, and they always have like really ghetto like drinks and stuff like that. But apparently, the lady who runs the cafe, she's like, "Oh my God, my son and daughter love." Like, that kind of stuff. So apparently they were watching all my videos. And I was just like,
right.
so I went to go eat a sandwich earlier.
They're like, I was
like, but then of course, her son is 18. He fell down the rabbit hole, and now he's asking me a million questions about people I used to work with. And I was like, nope, not getting into it. That's why I hate when people find me.
That's fair.
Who'd we miss?
Nobody. Hang on.
Are we blocking somebody?
No.
Oh, okay.
What? Yes.
What was it?
Oh, they called me fat and you old. That's all.
Well, I'm old. I'm old. I'm perfectly fine with being old. Right.
Okay. Oh my God. So I went to a convention on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I was helping out as staff. And I ran into Sandman again, and he was like, "You've gained weight since the last time I saw you." I'm like, "Wow, thanks, bud."
Yeah.
No, it's okay. Like, I'm not. My weight is because I'm training. I'm not upset about it. It's just I was like, "Oh, really? Okay, we're doing this."
Thanks, Sandman.
He's funny. It's fine. I went through all the Batman films. Which is the best? I have a high school love of Batman. Keaton when I saw it, but I sway towards The Dark Knight, and then someone replied, "Batman '89." Is that your favorite as well?
Well, my favorite Batman movie ever is Mask of the Phantasm, which is the animated one. My favorite live-action standalone Batman movie would probably be Batman Returns, but '89 is huge. And obviously, Ben Affleck's my favorite Batman. I have his head on my top of my refrigerator in a weird way.
Gerald said You're fat with PH. Look
Yeah.
at that ass. Newt, you're old though. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's fine. Old school. If you're PHAT and I'm old school, we can start a hip hop group. I'll be rocking a Beat Boy stance.
Oh my god. That's great. I've been getting called old school lately, but that's in wrestling terms specifically. But like it's meant as a compliment because it's a lot of like guys who've been in the business longer than I've been alive.
I sent you a thing the other day. Did you see that Kevin James and Mick Foley were teammates on a high school wrestling team?
Is that the thing you sent me, the most recent one?
Yeah.
So that hasn't shown to me yet because it's in a private group. So I asked to join the group, and I didn't see if I got accepted.
I don't know why. It's not a group that I'm in, but it popped up on my thing, and I was like, okay, I sent this.
It was like this is a private group. You have to like.
But they used the picture of like Mick Foley where he's like smiling, he's got blood all over him, and then they used that picture of Kevin James where he has his hands in his pockets and he's like smiling.
Let's see if they accepted me into the private group so I can see. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, no. Initially, it was like you can't see this. No, they did. Why did they use that?
Yeah, right. They didn't use the blood.
No, yeah,
okay.
They used it very.
Thought they did, but I just thought that was really bizarre.
Oh yeah, I did know that though. I saw pictures from like a yearbook or something.
Yeah.
I forget which, but
Mankind and Paul Blart.
I know, right?
Now there's a buddy cop movie.
Look at them! Oh my god! Look at how young they are. That's crazy. But someone said kind of explains James' athleticism for being a big boy. I suppose
There you
that's
go.
fair.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I don't follow Kevin James' athleticism.
Well, I mean, I guess if you've seen like the Paul Blart movies, he moves around.
I guess
a lot,
that's fair.
You know?
Yeah.
I didn't see them. I remember I had to just do theater checks when we had both of them. It was Joey's favorite movie.
Why does Mick look like Christian Bale? Oh, when he's younger. Yeah, alright, I can see that. Someone said Kevin James was hot in high school. Yeah, alright.
But then he became the King of Queens.
That's what I know him from more than Mall Cop, actually.
He was in that terrible video game movie where he played the president.
Okay.
Pixels.
Oh, yeah,
awful.
I didn't see that because I heard it was
awful.
terrible. Oh, it fucking took me away from the chat. Hang on, I'm coming back.
Alright.
I'm coming back.
You gotta keep me up to date as to what's going on with people.
It's making me watch an ad. Okay, there we go. Word to your mother, Newt. All the smart people always say Phantasm. It makes me feel pedestrian. Hello, Newt and Metz. What's up?
What's going on? Like I like the Dark Knight ones. I like Batman Begins because it does something different. It's the only time in those three movies the suit looks like he's Batman. I like all the side characters in Dark Knight, but I don't like Christian Bale's interpretation of Batman in that one.
Okay.
And then I just genuinely hate Dark Knight Rises.
That's fair.
Yeah. So.
You can't see it. Is the group modded by John Cena? Gerald, what have we done to you that you're making wrestling references? To be fair, John Cena is the one that my dad knows. Like he doesn't know anything about wrestling. He knows John Cena, which might also be because when I wasn't a wrestling fan back in college, we called one of my friends John Cena, which has then got shortened to Cena, and like everyone calls him Cena now.
There's a dude who...
His name's Nick.
There's a guy... he might be watching, so I'm not going to tell the story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can never
All
tell who's watching.
We're going to leave that. Yeah. Should have brought up to Sandman his dancing career and how he went from Swayze to Farley. Oh my god. I don't know. I was considering it, but mostly I was focused on getting to meet a couple of the new people, seeing people I haven't seen for a minute. I don't know. It was really cool. I felt a little silly though, because like, well, not silly, but like I felt, so I was there with other Monster Factory students, and you know, so I every time I'd loop back around to them, they were always like, "Why do you know everybody?" I'm like, "Cause I've been here a million times." Like, you know, but yeah. So I tried to introduce a few people.
Networking.
Yeah, exactly. It's politicking.
In, sorry.
No, I'm just yeah.
Gotta keep the kayfabe.
Oh man, just reminding me. I'm remembering all the way back, like, before all of this, someone said keep the kayfabe in this chat, and I didn't know what that meant.
Well, I said it in the, Face of Death video.
Yeah.
And that was before you got involved in all this stuff. This was when I still lived in Horsham. Yeah, so...
Well, I was involved in Horsham as well, but we did Face of Death Revisited, where it was the two of us.
Yeah.
We did a Face of Death before that.
But I think it was in the one you were in, where I talked about the kayfabe.
Probably.
And I didn't know what that word meant until I was on the other channel, That apparently like there not being like a bathroom there or something, and I was like, I don't really care.
Hi. She's just staring at me. Oh, I got meowed at.
Mm-hmm.
What is a movie you appreciated but only had to see once?
I've seen Sallow more than actually the Emmaus Theater is doing Sallow.
Oh.
And I'm like, that might be fucked up to go
Why?
see. Because they don't.
Should we go see it?
I think we should go see it.
I think we should.
You've never seen it before.
No, I haven't.
It's fucked.
It's one of those like fucked up movies that I was like, oh yeah, I'll get around to that.
It's pretty fucked up. Like I've only seen Serbian film once, but I don't really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've only seen.
I don't really appreciate it.
No, you know what I mean. Like I've only seen Schindler's List once. I don't need to see that again. You know. Like I appreciate. I've only seen Titanic once.
Right.
I appreciate it for what it is, but you know.
I want to rewatch Sinners so bad. That was
really good. Yeah.
So good.
And I'm glad that more people have seen it after we talked about it. Because they're like, oh, we didn't really know what to think about it. Oh, somebody keeps posting Michael B. Jordan was on Sesame Street, and it's him and the Count in like on a real thing that says Sinners 2025.
That's great. Oh my god. Yeah, I keep like randomly seeing stuff about it on Twitter, and I'm like very excited about it. I'm like, yes. Also, hi Horn Dog. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Better than your dad knowing Hogan. I'm sure Dad knows who Hulk Hogan is.
Well, your dad is a boomer, so he would know who Hulk Hogan is.
He's actually Gen X. Everybody thinks he's a boomer because
of his attitude.
Yeah, but he's Gen X. He like distances himself from Gen X though, because I remember specifically I remember us talking about Nirvana, and he was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really appreciate that, like, what did he say? He's like, because I guess Nirvana is considered, like, representative of Gen X or whatever. Yeah. And he's like, I don't like that because I don't want to be associated with the guy who killed himself. I'm like, okay, Dad, that's... That
whole grunge era, though. It was, and the director of Sinners said that grunge is blues music for white people.
Yeah, I agree. And we even touched on that because, you know, the development from blues to grunge to metal to, it was great. Okay, hold on. Or he did a thing where he MMA fights to raise money for the school kids. That joke never gets old because the blind kid Make-A-Wish, everyone knows it. Oh, you're talking about John Cena. Okay.
Oh, okay. Because didn't he, like, turn heel with, like, handicapped kids?
Yeah, he turned heel recently, and from what I understand, he just ignored a bunch of Make-A-Wish. Heel turn is
another wrestling term that I know.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch the most recent, what's it called? WrestleMania. Okay. I didn't watch the most recent WrestleMania, I'm sorry. I was busy.
How dare you?
Okay. You guys ever see the OG Mothra? I haven't seen it in a long time. Woo! And it's very Disney. Very, very Disney. They were actually going for a Disney vibe.
With Mothra?
I guess. I've never seen it.
Yeah, I mean, it's more of a family-friendly, kid-friendly... Well, Gamera was a lot more kid-friendly, too. Because Godzilla... But by that time we got into the Showa era, basically, they were trying to kind of soften the monsters up a little bit more. Mothra's very colorful. And,
okay, I see.
I love all those old monster movies.
Or Doug said I'm in love with Metz. Yes, we know. Hello. Oh, my pants are so slippery. This is the only downside of them. Meryl, yeah. I've watched it now. I never need to see it again. Oh, is that the vibe you mean? Of, like... I think it's someone else saying
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
we should totally.
Oh, or you're saying that's what you're saying.
But we should totally go see Sallow and do a review of Sallow.
We have to. Oh my god. Is that a new tattoo? Are you talking about this one? No, this has been around since 2021, I think. Because I got this done and started my back piece at the same time. I don't know. I guess I just haven't shown it off enough recently. But of course he has a fucking wrong opinion about that. Yeah, no, my dad, I can go into that. But
he's a bigger fan of who was like a lame band at that point, like Mr. Big.
Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, no, he's just like he's very insistent that he's perfectly normal and fine, so being associated with someone who, you know, notoriously depressed is unacceptable. I guess. Wow. So yeah, he hates that for whatever reason.
Even though all of his kids turned out.
I was right. Depressed. Well, I mean, he spent a very long time telling us that we were fine too. So
it's fine.
You know,
everything's fine.
Everything's fine. The MMA movie was Kevin James. Oh, Here Comes the Boom. Okay.
Oh, okay. I do remember that one being out.
Wrestling terms: face, heel turn, Secretary of Education. Suffering.
See, Harvard sent back the letter.
Yes, like corrected.
That was awesome.
Oh God. Sorry, I just needed a moment to sit with the suffering that is the fact that Linda McMahon is our fucking Secretary of Education. Anyway, how has Newt's sex life been?
Non-existent. Well, yeah, no, non-existent. Yeah,
well, no.
I was trying to think of the last time. I was like, no, yeah.
Hi, doggy?
That
Are you
all-
referencing something, or did you think there was a dog?
From The Room.
Oh.
Hi, doggy.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I opened my big mouth on here, and that's why my sex life went away.
Oof. In the Sala, what the fuck, in the Sala, what are you, is this, I mean, clearly it's a Salo thing, but I don't know what this is.
The Salo. Oh, okay, yeah.
Is that from the movie?
No, I did.
Yeah, normal, and I can stand longer than 2 hours. I was just about to make a depressed kid's joke, damn it, Newt.
Got him.
I was thinking that because you sent a meme earlier, and I was immediately reminded of, like, because the meme he sent was basically, like, like, kids who weren't diagnosed autistic, who, like, totally were, and, it's the kid talk, or, like, it's an adult, but, like, doing the things that she would have done as a kid, and, like, how they should have seen the signs, and, yeah, I basically responded with the equivalent of, like, my dad couldn't stand hearing about Lord of the Rings at a certain point, but also at the same time, nope, you're perfectly normal.
Yeah, yep.
Like, I don't know, man. I tried to train myself into being an elf. I don't know about
I was trying to remember, like, when we were kids, like, they're clearly now looking back, it's like, oh, they were autistic.
Yeah.
But we didn't know what that meant. Like, nobody ever said that when I was a kid, There was the classroom.
We gotta order food, I forgot.
Oh, yeah. And I got a new credit card, too, so.
Okay.
Because my other one got apparently hacked. So it froze, so I had to go out of my way to get a new one. There was always a classroom, because we were in pods. Like, you would have, like, there was, like, 5 classrooms, but it would all be in a pod. And there was that one classroom that, like, was smaller than the other ones, and they would pull the shade down. And I was always like, what happens in there?
I was, it's super interesting because, like, I was in the, like, special needs group, but, like, not intellectually because of my, like, mental, like, my emotional issues. I don't know, it was just super, I remember people being surprised and, like, that I was in that group, but, like, I did need certain accommodations because I was just an absolute disaster.
So my best friend in, like, middle and elementary school, the guy Kevin, he was in one of he did the Ghost House video with me. He was in a needs class, and he didn't realize he was a special needs class.
Oh, okay.
So he's talking to us about this thing, and we're like, who wants to tell him?
That's
and he's like, oh yeah, I go to like a special math class, and like the teacher gives us candy and stuff like that. And he's like, all the kids in there are like really in Power Rangers, and he went to the one kid's birthday party, and they were in like freshman in high school, I think, and he's like, they were watching Woody Woodpecker cartoons and like laughing about that and stuff.
Sure.
And I was just like, he doesn't realize.
He doesn't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Nobody tell him. A Star is Born, the shallow ref.
Yeah.
I feel that someone keeps trying to steal my shit too, Newt. That's true. Gerald got his Amazon hacked, and what the fuck was it? You like just sent something too.
Well, mine's from the Meta thing, because
of course it was.
You get like the money you get from like posting on social media and stuff like that when you're verified or whatever.
Oh right.
And somebody tried to get into that, and thankfully my bank shut it down before any money went anywhere. But I had to go and get a whole new card and everything.
They're like, sorry, this is dead now.
And I have no time, my kids. So I had to go and like get that done real quick and then race back here. And
of course,
my driver's license finally comes on the 20th.
Very
happy about that. I've been trapped.
Yeah. You may be disaster, you're my favorite disaster. Thank you, Gerald. In a world with nukes, it's the people that are normally you gotta watch out for, right?
Yeah.
And some jackass took like $100 from me. I was like, Neil.
Oh.
No, Neil. I accidentally used a gift card, so he replenished it. It's fine. That's what he's referencing.
I got a gift card for my troubles from Wawa.
Oh, okay.
They sent me a $100 gift card because they gave me whatever I had when my
whatever that
face
was.
fucking swelled up.
Oh my god. Normal people always freak me out some. That's fair. I really do try to get along with normal people.
Normal is boring.
Right. I really do try, and I'm sort of succeeding at the Monster Factory. I'm kind of getting in with the more normal. Now, to be fair, that's normal for wrestling. I don't think that it's very much a thing that nobody normal gets into wrestling. So
on Instagram, there's a picture where you're in the ring with a microphone that I shared, and somebody was like, "Oh, Metz wrestles," but it's somebody who watches our stuff, and I was like, "What?
How did you
like?
miss
When we talk, do you just hear like every fourth word?"
I wonder if they because sometimes with the live streamers, I'll put them on in the background, like kind of low. Maybe they're doing that, like they.
Or when we talk, they only we sound like the Peanuts parents.
Yeah. Yo, 100 Wawa bucks, right?
Yeah, right.
Where are these normal people you speak of? I don't know. Thanks for you meeting normal people in pro wrestling. Yeah, same brain, exactly. Sounds cool, Metz. They hear LaCroix Static or Charlie Brown adults. Yep, same brain.
Yeah.
LaCroix Static. It's slightly flavored.
A little bit.
What did I remember reading, someone was like, LaCroix is like if you opened a seltzer in the vicinity of a lime or something like that.
What was it before? It was like Sierra Mist is Sprite that was already in someone else's mouth.
Yeah. Which now they're named Starry.
Squirt.
Oh, Squirt.
No, it's Star, yes, but there was one called Squirt.
There was one called
at one
Squirt.
point, too. And I was like, pin there.
When is Amityville Pool Toy Massacre dropping?
It's a good question. We were editing last Sunday, and then I had to leave because one of my employees all of a sudden got retard strength.
Oh, is that why? Oh my god.
Yeah. Because I had to Uber to the studio and then back. It was a nightmare. But yeah, we're I'd say about 45 minutes of effects are finalized.
Okay.
So we're doing this really cool thing with it, where we're gonna make it look like it's like a VHS tape that's been taped over and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of ghosting effects and wobbling and stuff, and it solves a lot. But we're gonna go back and we're gonna be doing some reshoots of some stuff that we need to do soon. So once the weather gets a little bit nicer, we'll be heading up to Allentown to do some reshoots. So it has to be done by November. Okay. Because that's our thing.
Gotcha. For sure by November then.
But my goal was to have the trailer out before the end of this month and the poster out before the end of this month, and that they're both probably they're gonna happen. Okay. So
nice. There you go. Mm-hmm. Your employee lifted a car? No, not quite.
No, they like fucking there's like an arm that you use to disconnect and dump the popcorn.
For those who maybe remember this way back, we talked about I used to pull it too hard, and I accidentally took the kettle off of the thing.
And I had to get it with the gloves, and it burned through. And
I thought that was ridiculous, but apparently
no, they pulled the entire arm off of it. And it's made of steel. So I was like, and the person who did it weighs like 78 pounds. It's like fucking Harambe over here.
Gerald's requesting actual VHS copies of Amityville.
Oh no, we're going to. We have a couple. Yeah,
I have 2 VCRs.
There's a company that we met.
I found another one. I don't know where that one came from.
There's a company that we met.
You're so.
There's a company we met that does. What was it?
It said you're so woke you have a sleep disorder. That's literally me.
Yeah. There's a company we met that does VHS pressings. And it's not like a cheesy convert thing. So we've already started talking to them because we're gonna have we want to have it ready for VHS Fest in July at the Mahoning Drive-In. Nice. So that's kind of our goal. But I've had obviously not having a car and being stuck at work every day has slowed down all the efforts. And I kind of hit a wall last month where I was running like crazy, and then I just kind of lost all desire to.
That's the worst.
So I haven't been able to do shit.
That's fair. Using DaVinci for editing.
No, we have Final Cut Pro.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working with an editor who works on Full Moon stuff. So he's done the Puppet Master movies and stuff like that.
Metal with the kettle too.
Yeah.
Someone said, "Whoa."
You should. So I had to take the bottom of the thing off, drill a hole through it.
Oh my god.
Get a metal a machinist to build me a new part for it, and then this fucking dude calls the owner to tattletale that we didn't have popcorn.
Not the employee, a customer.
Yeah, a customer called the owner to tattletale on the fact that we didn't have popcorn, but he knew about it because he had to okay the charges for everything. And I was like, why are people being this way?
Oh my god, because they suck. As a cripple strength is real. That's right. Wrestling soon. Should be. I'm waiting on my gear for sure. And like, you know, clearing up a few things in the meantime. Who is that? Oh, is that the? Yeah, okay, I thought so. Yeah. That's great. I always like these stories. I know, right? Yeah. There's insanity. Insanity follows both of us, honestly. But yeah, that's why it was always so funny to me that people were like, "Oh, you're making it up." It's like, no, he's not.
We had that Christian movie last week, and they complained about. My boss always wants me to put a Looney Tune cartoon before every show, so I tried to do like the least because they're all like 40s and 50s Looney Tunes cartoons, so occasionally they'll have like a character like shoot themselves or something like that.
Oh yeah.
You know, but so I tried to put like the least offensive thing I possibly could, and then people complained about that, and then someone complained about the Lilo and Stitch trailer before the Jesus movie because there's no such thing as extraterrestrial life, and I'm like, there's no such thing as Jesus, but you know, whatever. Yeah.
It's a movie.
Exactly.
This job would be great if it wasn't for the fucking
customers. Yeah, basically.
Did you like Thunderbolts?
I did. I like Thunderbolts a lot, actually. I was sort of impressed by that it dealt with stuff, and I was and that it basically the resolution of the movie is a group hug.
Oh.
You know, it's not some big space laser or something like that. They all had to pull the guy out of his depression, basically. You know, it basically ends like the Care Bears movie.
Oh, okay. What you in the mood for? Are we in Sheets country? Oh my god.
Yeah, we are. There's a Sheets not far from here.
Okay, I guess that tracks. Especially now that I'm in New Jersey, I haven't seen a Sheets in a minute.
Holy Sheets.
Holy Sheets.
I don't know. What do you want?
I don't know. I'm getting a small headache above my eyebrow. That's not good. What do you mean Starbucks? Okay, hold on. That is one of the least appetizing pizzas I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
I think it's just a colored thing though.
Yeah. African American. We don't say.
Well, oh, I was like, because it's green. What?
No. Is the office like colored green? So
yeah, this restaurant has a very unfortunate image to it.
It looks like spinach or something.
No, it's like those are like green peppers and mushrooms. But like I think it's also bad lighting because like the crust looks weird. I don't know. I think they just chose a bad picture, not that it's actually.
We'll leave it at that.
Not that it's actually not tasty. Stop showing me shit that's further away. What do you?
We'll go to like what's closest.
I'm trying, but it's like people they're they'll pay to push their stuff. So they're like, oh, it's an extra 99 cents or whatever. Which
we had they wanted Arby's the other day, and I can't remember the last time I had an Arby's, but they're apparently like pretty far away from here, and
farther away, 99 cent fee.
And they were like, let's get Arby's, and I was like, all right. They apparently just have like a bowl of steak pieces now you get at Arby's, and I was like, I may have to try that.
There's a lot of pizza around here.
Yeah, Pizza Como is good.
Isn't it?
That's where I usually get. They have like a Jersey Shore style pizza.
Okay. Chinese, I think. I haven't had Chinese food in so long. Further away, $1.49 fee. Get out of my face.
What are you in the mood for?
I have no idea. What are you in the mood for?
I'll eat wherever you decide you want to eat is where I'll decide that I want to eat.
Oh, see, all the ice cream places look good, but I need real human food at some point. All right, let me get caught up on the
get caught up on the chat, and then we'll.
If it doesn't refresh on me, let's go. It didn't. Okay. Horn Dog said, "I remember my first time I pleasured myself to Newt. Randall is good, Randall is wise." I don't know who that is.
Yeah, because he said it's Jobs Be Grateful wasn't for It's from Clerks.
Hey, people should appreciate the cartoons in the beginning. The Roxy used to do that, and it was great.
Yeah, that's kind of what why we do it is because what the Roxy does. I have a whole hard drive just full of old cartoons that we use occasionally. But I mean, I didn't put them on Thunderbolts because people complain that when there's like a PG-13 movie, they don't want to see a kids thing. So I put the Superman 5-minute thing before it. Yeah.
Did
Can't
you
make anybody
see?
happy.
Did you see the franchise, the HBO show about making a Marvel movie?
I have not yet. I heard about it. I heard that people like that, and I heard that people like the studio a lot, but I haven't seen either one of them yet.
Hey Newt, how long have you been streaming? How long have we? 39 minutes and 55 seconds.
There we go. That answered your question.
Hey Metz, has anyone made a Mick Foley Hot Ones joke? How do I keep forgetting?
In the Sinners review, I did that.
Oh my god, you did!
It's called a callback.
When is your debut? Soon. I'm waiting on my gear, and I'm cleaning up a couple things here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But does
Arthroscopic knee surgery.
Right? Does Newt eat peaches?
Millions of peaches. Peaches for free. I could eat a peach for an hour. Yeah, no, I like peaches.
I don't know why the way you said I could eat a peach for an hour. I've never seen Face Off. Oh, I watched Starship Troopers last night.
Yeah, you were saying we were talking about that.
Let's eat Luckies. That is nowhere.
They're nowhere near us anymore.
How far are you in the wrestling backlog? Oh my god, I finished WCW 1996. So
we're into the Clinton administration.
We're into the year of my birth. No more bedrolls, Metz. You are in Sheets County. Oh, it's like what?
Oh yeah.
How are you guys just accepting to a job training program? Wait, how are you guys? Just accepted, I think.
Oh, okay. You were just accepted. I was like, us? Like,
yeah. How are you guys?
Do you know something about my job that I don't?
And I'm like, I would like another job. No one's getting back to me. Super cool that I have well over a decade of veterinary experience and nobody's hiring me.
I sometimes think if I leave, I don't think this place is gonna make it because it's been rough.
I mean, that's on them at that point.
Well, yeah.
My first job was at Arby's. Don't eat the meat. That's all I have. What?
Yeah, we have the meats.
What did you think of Travis Scott in the WrestleMania main event? He did what?
Travis Scott, the...
What was it? It said if you're doing autoerotic asphyxiation again, send pay. Sorry, he's getting texts. I guess
this is all day between us.
I guess I'm able to read them a little faster.
If anyone ever solved the lie between the two of us, both of us are done.
Oh my god. Anyway, sorry, looping back before autoerotic asphyxiation. I didn't know he was in the WrestleMania main event. I don't have a very good opinion of him.
I sent him the thing last night. It said the Epstein Island bargain bin, and it was just a picture of a bunch of handicapped kids smiling.
Oh my god. Newt.
What? They need love too.
I'm suffering.
Same. You gotta be inclusive.
Right, but no, I'm not a huge fan of him. I've not really heard a lot of good things.
Who is that the dude from
the Astroworld? The people died at his concert because he kept encouraging people to jump the gate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
So
is that the Blink 182 guy?
No, I saved all those videos when it first happened, and now they're just sitting on my fucking laptop taking up space, so... speaking of wrestling, I'm into August 1982 with the old Dallas WCCW territory before it became WCW. Great stuff if you hadn't seen it. I have been considering going back and watching 80s stuff because I've heard interesting things.
If I would be interested in any of them, I would probably be interested in the 70s and the 80s because when it was like, they were still figuring it out.
Yeah.
You know? It was like the pre-WWF.
Sorry, I'm gonna accidentally skip a couple messages and come back. Oh wait, hi Goblin, what's up?
What's
up? How are you? But so I saw you like Buff Bagwell, which I'm gonna be honest, not the biggest fan. Just not my style of
Buff
character.
Bagwell's a great name.
I know, right? He's not my style of character. That's all.
Okay.
He got calf implants back in the day, and they got infected.
Oh, I know someone else that happened
That's really
to.
Unfortunate. I discovered this Chinese buffet in Harrisburg. They have the most amazing egg rolls. They're like sex, except I'm having them. Oh my god, maybe I'll do Chinese then. Are you feeling Chinese?
I can do Chinese,
Okay,
yeah.
I guess we'll get Chinese. Are you ready for Superman in 2 months?
I've heard nothing but bad things. I'm actually excited about Fantastic Four. I don't... all the stuff I've read about Superman kind of turns me off.
Okay.
Is that they're going... obviously, it's based on All-Star Superman. I love that story. Sure. But the fact that they're going, like, I don't know, James Gunn inserting himself into, like, every piece of marketing material is kind of lame. So I don't know.
That's fair.
But I'm a Henry Cavill guy.
Okay. Sorry, I'm like jumping around by accident. All right, the studios on Apple TV Plus. I'll have Metz give you my login.
Okay, cool.
You want it? Archaean lives near me now. Are you sure? You keep saying that. I don't know. You think about them way more than I do. I'm gonna be honest. Oh my God. So remember how I think last stream we were talking about how I got back into my OnlyFans and we're trying to like actually post more often. We found that like a month or two before I got back into it, they had actually followed it.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah. Okay. I couldn't remember if I talked about that. But yeah, I have no idea what they
Somebody brought that up recently. The person who isn't talking to me anymore. They fell down the rabbit hole.
Oh yeah.
And were watching all of our stuff, and they're like, yeah, and then like random strangers would just show up, and I'm like, yeah, I didn't know who that person was either, and you know.
I thought I could trust that guy.
Yeah.
I guess not, but at least, hey, I'm still in contact with Newt and Gerald, so they're not random.
No, that's fine. I don't, I trust them.
Yeah.
The other guy just made me like, ugh.
Yeah.
He's like,
yeah, that whole thing was
nice
weird.
teeth. I'm gonna make a necklace out of them.
But like, yeah, because we had been friends long before. Like we'd fallen out and then reconnected, and I was like, oh, we're good now. It's fine. Okay, hon. Buy one get one half off. For what? Huh? I don't know. I mean, presumably it's when we were looking at the food, but I didn't catch what that was for. Arby's, maybe? Oh, okay. Still up to 2011 in my memoirs. Haven't been feeling well as of late. Saw Thunderbolts. Sorry you're not feeling well. I hope you enjoyed Thunderbolts. Ornook said my fingers smell good. Newt, why do you have a badge of presidential photos behind you?
What?
No, that's the...
Oh, it's a Rocky belt.
That's the Rocky belt.
Because I'm a big fan of the presidents of the United States of America, the band. The
Rock set up this huge storyline for WrestleMania, and then he didn't show up. He wasn't there. Wasn't he the whole thing with Cena's heel turn? What? I don't know.
He's doing he has a movie where he's playing like some MMA guy coming out.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love how you're getting into wrestling, but don't watch the modern product. I know it's not your fault. I could watch. You actually tried to get me to join you to watch WrestleMania, and I just didn't. I don't remember what I was doing that night, but I just wasn't. I got 822 subs on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Pixie says hello too. Hello.
What up?
Pixie. Buff is not the stuff. You look good, Metz. Thank you. I appreciate it. Does Newt like to be choked? I don't think so.
No.
No. Ooh. Hell yeah, it's Newt and Metz. I hope everyone's having a good one. We're chilling.
Yeah.
That guy looked creepy. I would still sleep with him. I mean, fair. Can 80s Kung Fu Ninja movies make a comeback? Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I think they can.
Oh no. The buy one, get one half off was a handicapped kids joke that was bouncing off.
Okay.
Oh my god. God, Gerald. Okay. That's what that is. Newt, tell us a Fred Durst story. I mean, I know you're not a big fan.
I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, I was like, dude.
I saw his movie.
That's cool,
I saw his movie with John Travolta. It was fucking terrible.
Nice. Okay, let's go order Chinese food now.
Roll.
I hate that I unironically really like.
I remember when I was in high school, like everybody got really into them, and I couldn't stand it. And they were wearing like red Yankee caps and shit like that.
That's
and I was just like, didn't they do this? Isn't that the thing that they did?
That I don't know. I came up with my own little like dance to roll in when I was like probably 10-ish. Maybe younger. I don't know. I don't think I watched the music video until maybe ever. But which weird because my dad showed me the music video for fucking Stan, which has him kill himself and his fiance.
What was the name of it? It was like chocolate hot dog water or something like that.
Chocolate starfish and the hot dog.
Okay, yeah.
Asshole and semen, respectively.
Yep.
Okay, we got New Golden Bowl. We got China Walk's further away. They're all further away. Okay, looks like it's New
Golden Bowl's up the street.
Okay, we'll go for that one. Unless you.
No.
Okay, I was like, unless it's not good, I don't know.
All I had there was the pork fried rice.
Okay. I'll let you order first.
Okay.
I don't really know what I want.
Right.
I usually get soup, General Tso's, and I don't know, various fried things.
Various fried things. Makes sense to me.
Right? Like like egg rolls and shit.
Yeah. I get you.
But
I understand.
Yes.
What do I want?
I appreciate that you guys stopped talking when we went to order things. There's just nothing. Yeah. Shh. We're ordering food. Can't you see? Oh, there we go. Plan 9 with puppets soon.
That's our hope.
Hold on. One day Newt and Metz should get married when they're older. I've like unironically considered that if at some point I wanted to get married for tax benefits, I'd ask you. Newt, any conventions you're going to? Any news on projects?
Yeah, I'll get into that a little bit. What's bigger, a pint or a quart?
A quart.
Quart is bigger? Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
I still don't understand that music. Oh, that's fair. Hang on. I plan to prep it soon. White Zombie was perfectly acceptable. Why do we have to go to the screaming angry stuff?
Yeah.
I like the screaming angry stuff. They're eating the pets in Wisconsin. Oh, that whole thing. Watch any Vader matches. I love Vader so much. Once in a match in Japan I did hear about this. His eye almost got his eye fell out and he pushed it back in.
What?
Yeah, one of my favorite guys. I love him very much. I'm ordained. I'll do the ceremony for free. Appreciate it. So is my brother, actually. Found it funny seeing Fred Durst in that Y2K movie.
Oh, that's right. He was in that. I forgot about that.
Oh, you didn't actually hit add item. Right, there we go. No, you're good.
Let me get my card.
Pineapple fried rice. That sounds pretty good. I want noodles.
Oodles of noodles.
Yes. Bean curd Szechuan style.
There was a Chinese restaurant in Tucson, and their tagline was "Reorient yourself."
Nice. Is Pete Davidson hot? Not to me.
He looks like Beetlejuice.
I can see it. Pork chicken fries, beef. I miss beef. Oh my god, I'm so mad, right? So, I went to my parents recently.
Oh, the cat.
Yeah, sorry.
I was like, you're a vegetarian now? Like...
No, although I guess I haven't had beef. No, that's not true. I've been having ground beef. Anyway,
handfuls of it?
No, like in things. Anyway, I went and visited my parents to drop off some furniture that we couldn't fit in either my place or my brother's place, including the very large, I think it's solid maple wood toy box that my mom built while she was pregnant with me.
Your mom was a cobbler?
What?
Your mom was a cobbler?
That's shoes.
Okay.
You mean carpenter? I don't know.
Like Jesus?
Yes. My mom is Jesus. No. But, yeah, we dropped that off, and, that's when that was the night we were moving the desk, and I put fucking shattered everywhere.
Yep.
That's
the cup of a carpenter.
My brother used to have a glass desk. He still has most of it, but the big glass panel that was on top did not take kindly to the change in temperature outside.
We don't take kindly to the change of temperature outside.
So... yeah, alright, I'm gonna, general solution, what the fuck was I talking? Oh yeah, beef. Anyway, she's gotten, like, more and more fractious every time I see her.
Oh,
I'm really upset about that. Now, like, I knew my parents did not like her, like, from the get-go, but, like, they pretended for a while.
Yeah.
Now they just outright hate her, and I'm just, like, because I remember back, like, a while ago, they complained about her, and I was like, well, I'll take her.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, but now I can tell that if I wanted to take her, which I do, but I currently live with 3 other cats, a dog, birds, and my snake. Yeah. So I don't think we could fit her in. Yeah. Like, even if she physically fit, I just don't know if she'd get along well with the other animals. Yeah. And, so now I'm like, well, this sucks. But she's, like, clearly so... And it sucks because I know he physically takes care of her. You know, he's a veterinarian. Like, he's feeding her, he's giving her water, etc. But, like cleaning her litter box. But, like, you need to do more than that. And I know that he hates her, and he totally justifies it by being like, well, it's not McLovin who was our last cat. I'm like, yeah, she's a different cat. Yeah. Get over it. Yeah. Like, you have to love every cat for who they are.
I withhold affection from my cat.
Yeah, but that's not in comparison to an old cat.
No,
it's because it's all black. No, I'm just kidding.
She deserves it.
Yeah, you deserve it. Do you hear that?
Look at how you're dressed.
But yeah,
in a tuxedo.
Tuxedo. But yeah, so that really upset me is going back, and she didn't even, like, literally I went up and, like, you know, did the offer the head thing, and she, like, hissed at me. I was like, oh, fuck, like, and he's talking, he was like, I don't know, like, if she gets sick, I don't think we can really do anything about it. So I think he's implying he's gonna put her down if she gets sick, and I'm really mad about that because like, okay, it's his fucking choice to have declawed her.
Yeah.
No wonder she has fucking behavioral issues. Okay. And like you're gonna declaw her, you're gonna constantly compare her to the last cat and just not like her, you know? And even like they know, they can tell if you don't like them. Yeah. You know?
I was talking to somebody recently.
Sorry,
I don't know if I was ordering food or something like that, and somebody's asking me about the cat, and and they were like, I guess they thought that I declawed her. I was like, no, she still has her claws.
She has her claws.
I was like, do you think I'm a fucking monster? Like,
that's what's wild. My dad's a veterinarian who still does declaws to this day.
Yeah.
Like that's insane. I feel like I read about this on camera recently, but yeah, his whole argument is like, well, you know, it's better to declaw them than have them rehomed because they ripped up expensive furniture. And I'm like, no, that's not better. If you're gonna treat your cat like that, then
my dad made me get.
I thought declawing was illegal. Maybe not in Pennsylvania.
No, I don't think it is, or Jersey, because my dad made me get Tora declawed when Amber lived with me because we were living in one of my dad's properties, and he made me get the cat declawed, and I felt so bad.
Yeah, it pisses me off because like for a long time I thought it was fine because my dad did it, so I was like, oh, whatever. But now that I know, I'm like, oh, because like I remember thinking, I was like, oh, did you declaw McLovin? And he was like, no, we got him like that. And I'm like, okay, sure, like he was a rescue. I don't know when that would have happened, but yeah, no, this one we got Beef. She was only a couple months old. He definitely declawed her, and like, you know, and I know that how highly he thinks of his furniture, but I really want to take her out of there, and I want to like rehabilitate her. I'm just not living in a situation where I can right now. Anyway, sorry, that's my whole rant about that. I saw the word beef and like went off, I guess.
As for projects, somebody asked about projects.
Yes, sorry. You.
I was like I said, I was working on Pull Toy Massacre. We got all the digital effects added to that.
Nice.
Turned in a bunch of scripts, trying to get some other stuff together, but there just hasn't been any. I have had zero flexibility to get out and shoot recently, so I've been kind of stuck. The last thing that we shot was that guy who said he was going to sue those other producers. We went and we made things difficult for him, so we went and shot that one thing, but that was it.
Please load. Something went wrong.
Uh-oh.
It's saying the network timed out. Oh, don't do this.
You gotta start the whole thing over again?
I might have to restart my phone.
Oh, no.
Like I said, this phone is a piece of shit. It frequently just drops service randomly. Oh, wait a minute.
Maybe.
I'm not connected to your Wi-Fi. Hello? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
No, well, that's why. Alright, now it works. Yeah, sometimes it just drops service and refuses to reconnect until I restart it. It can't handle more than one app displayed at once. Like if I'm playing my music and I have Waze open, like if I'm driving here, sometimes it just crashes the music.
Just decides which one it's
it just crashes, and I'm just not happy about any of that.
I can imagine.
Pretty reasonably, I'm not happy about any of that. Oh, okay, hang on.
What'd you get?
I was gonna get some General Tso's. I was considering getting some noodles, and then what are they? I was gonna get like, there we go, under the appetizers, I like dumplings, and I was gonna get maybe. They got the Chinese donuts. I might throw those in there.
I haven't had them in a long time.
I got teriyaki beef. Hold on. There's a lot of good stuff here. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll toss the noodles.
Get out of here. And the horse you rode in on.
Where do they have French fries? Where do they have? Oh, they're the spring roll.
So I want to go to a Chinese place and just, can I have a hot dog?
Right. Would you like an egg roll?
No.
No. We would like one egg roll each. Okay.
Riveting. Riveting for the people
I'm sorry.
watching.
Hold on. We got. Whoa.
Here, I'll do that while you're reading. Where were we at?
We were right around here.
Okay.
Oh, whoa!
How do we do that? I don't know.
To be fair, the Vader versus Cactus matches are on the queue. Okay. All right, but yeah, so Gerald is the first message we haven't interacted with.
All right, handfuls of beef, just like the giant meatballs from the Lady in the Wedding Singer. Yeah, Glass does. We're watching the
You
Goofy
gotta
movie.
read the whole
I am.
sentence.
What's new with Fallon? What's new with Fallon? Oh, I talked to Fallon. Well, late last night, and then early this morning as well. She has a stalker.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Let's see. I like that Newt is doing the DreamWorks face. I don't know what the DreamWorks face is.
Was he?
I thought declawing was illegal.
Yeah, no, it's not. Oh, message reject. I might have to put that back. Pets are a big responsibility, man. You do the crime, you gotta do the time. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, you...
Didn't everyone know?
Very similarly to how he raised us human children, he treats his animal children like they have
New
to.
tariffs against Hollywood affect you?
Most likely not, because they're for external...
It is,
but... Oh, wait, yeah, because you got...
Well, we have international shit that we're working with as well, so it's going to affect that. Weren't the Chinese sent to El Salvador?
Oh, that's where people who are being wrongfully deported are being sent.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, that's a little too close. Yeah, we didn't mean to do that.
Howdy, y'all.
What's the one you half read? Trump terrorism and terrorism.
Oh, it was just about the Goofy movie and stuff like that. It was. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm rewatching a Goofy movie right now before I start the new behind-the-scenes documentary. Surprisingly, very good coming-of-age film.
Mm-hmm.
Glass doesn't do the job. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, we got everybody.
All right.
I've never
very frequently stop in the
middle. But I've never. Well, yeah, because I always think I'm answering it. I've never seen the Goofy movie, so I don't know.
That's fair. What was the other thing I was considering getting? God, I'm so easily distracted.
Squirrel.
Buffering.
But I'm hoping that now that we're getting warmer out, we'll start shooting again. Yeah. When all the Hollywood tariffs canceled. No, I don't think so. But they're putting John Voight in charge of it, and Angelina Jolie's got to be thinking the wrong parent died.
I know that there's discussion. There is some sort of discussion around.
I think the entire thing is going to be they're going to call it that because Hollywood's too woke. Really, what it is they just want them to bend the knee. That's exactly what it is. They just want the Hollywood elites to bend the knee.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, we need because we need a Goebbels, and we need it to be John Voight. You know, who played a gay prostitute in Urban Cowboy.
Okay. I will get the dumplings, if that's all right with you.
Newt, were you able to mention the reality show you were potentially going to be on? That moved on. I don't know what the situation is with that. I've talked to them twice, but I haven't heard anything back since. And plus, the person who was supposed to be my partner for that thing, they're not interested anymore. So that probably threw a wrench in that. But
I saw a reality show, and I thought that we could go on it and pretend to be dating.
Okay.
But I don't know if that would work. It was it's a polyamorous one where the person's partner picks another partner. So if we went on, you would have to vet people for me and decide who I'm dating.
Oh my god.
I think that would be fun. But
and they're like, well, they keep murdering every person. I'm just like, yeah. Okay,
I'm getting journalists. Whoa, hold on. Okay, that seems accepable. You like the Chinese donuts, right?
The Amazing Race. No, it wasn't The Amazing Race. It's a Netflix series. But I don't know what the situation is with it.
Damn, that's
Night Cowboy by Faith No More. What'd you say?
I can get less. Sorry, I just saw the total and I was like, oh shit, yeah, hang on.
It's because of the delivery fee.
Yeah. Also, something keeps going on that I didn't want. Hang on. Alright. Let me fix that then.
Okay then.
Jesus.
Yes, I don't know. I haven't really been keeping up with any of that stuff, and just just been kind of just trying to raw dog, getting through work, getting through this weekend's or this week's health department thing, and then figuring out when I have time again to edit. So yeah,
that's fair.
Favorite Bogart film? I mean, I guess it would just be easy to say Casablanca or The Maltese Falcon. I like that episode of Tales from the Crypt that he's in, even though he'd been dead for 60 years.
Buffering. Okay, add that.
Get here. Let's see. Sabrina's a good one. I swear to God, Metz, I thought you were going to suggest
Black one. No.
Black girls love me.
No. Black White. Black White is from 2006.
Okay.
Oh my God, it's something I forced. Okay, so it's something I watched a YouTuber watch and then made my friends watch.
Oh, you told me about
I
this.
did,
Yes.
with the cross race families. Oh my God. For those who I haven't told this, for those who I haven't mentioned this to, they took one white family, one black family, and they dressed as the other. Like they had official.
Okay.
Yeah, they had official effects. So like the black family was whiteface, and then the white family was in blackface, and the whole
I have to imagine that the white family in blackface probably really liked it because then they could say terrible things.
Well, yeah, dude. Oh my God, the dad that drops the N-word like immediately and consistently. The mom's like turned on by the fact that her husband's black now. Like the kids are the only ones who are normal about it. And that no. Yeah. It's and then they like try to take each other to like for example, I think I'm trying to remember.
There was a YouTube video where I was in blackface, but it's not up anymore.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Oh my God.
It was a joke in the Django Unchained review we did years ago, where I pop up and I'm putting the thing on. And they're like, "No, we're not doing that anymore."
Oh, I see. Okay, you're not actually.
And I said when you said the N-word, it was going to be me. It was going to be Newt. You know.
Oh my God.
And I said it's not blackface. I'm more of a cafe au lait.
Anyway, then the premise was like they would take the other for example, the black family when not in whiteface would I think the black mom took the white mom in blackface to like a salon, like a hair salon.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they went to like a fucking slavery museum. It's actually
it's kind of like the plot of Get Out.
Right? You know? If anyone wants to not watch the show, but watch someone watch the show, Jarvis Johnson and I think Jordan, oh man, I'm blanking on his last name. Anyway, those two do like a really good deconstruction of it, deconstruction, they're just like, who the fuck signed off on this?
Like a studio, people in a studio office were like, this is a great idea.
Yeah, and it's just, it's a complete train wreck. It's from like 2006, where they all should know better. In my opinion. But yeah, it's super. It does kind of suck because like the white family kind of doesn't learn anything from it.
Yeah, of course not.
And and then also though I was looking into it more, and supposedly the black family were not actors, but the white family was. Like the white family wasn't a real family. It was like actors who were pretending to be. So that like adds extra like weirdness to it, because like now you're just exploiting the black family. You know what I mean? Like it's
so nice because I'm so tired of racism towards white people.
Right. Oh, it was produced by Ice Cube. I forgot he did the theme song.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, it's a disaster. Oh right, I was ordering.
Yeah.
Sorry, Neil reminded me of that. Fuck. I watched that and a YouTuber like watching. Jarvis Johnson watched that, and I watched Film Cooper watch MILF Manor at the same time. I think I showed you that one.
Yes, I've seen that.
That one was actually like wild and like kind of funny. But the black-white one was just
Escape from MILF Mountain.
Yeah. Oh my God, what else do I want? Why am I having so much trouble with this? It's 8:06.
Okay, we have time.
Yeah, we have time. I'm just being indecisive, I guess.
MILF Manor.
See, like that one was fun to like make fun of. Season 2 wasn't as good apparently, but because he never finished like covering that one. But okay, hold on. I'm trying to keep an eye on the
MILF House on Haunted Hill.
Yes. Okay.
Decisions.
You know what? I will get the. Alright, I'll get the dumplings.
Okay.
I'll leave it at that. Steamed. Cool. Okay. That is more reasonable.
Okay.
A little more reasonable. Jeez, what the? Alright. Yeah, you're right. Well, it's not the delivery fee, thankfully.
It's the
You see. Wait. Oh, hold on.
Oh.
It's trying to. We're not in Michigan.
No.
You can do it. What do you mean too far? Okay, it fixed itself. Adding apartment number. No, don't bother with that. Okay. I told it to call my phone number.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Alright, yes, thank you.
Yep. Plug my phone in.
We'll add another card. There are like 20 cards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turn this way. It's plugged in so I can keep that going. Alright, what do we miss? Live
Nope, not
chat.
default that. Okay.
Are you guys gonna order a pizza? No, we got
What's your zip code?
18041. I like Ghost of Mars. I saw that in the theater.
Okay, I am done with your card.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're gonna just put that down there.
Yep.
I will continue to finger. Okay.
Ghost of Mars.
Metz will never look at oranges the same. No, it was a grapefruit, I think, or a lemon.
That and Pluto Nash. I saw Pluto Nash in the theater as well.
Can we talk about the use of a lemon on milk? Okay, Milk Manor. I think it was a lemon or a grape. Anyway, there's an episode where they're. Oh, hang on. I have to actually go through and hit to do it. Huh?
Mhm.
Okay. Place order. One day. It's loading. Anyway, they do like so you remember the premise that it's moms and their sons and they're dating each other's sons. Well, both in the theater, shocking respect. Okay. They have like a sex ed section and they had the one guy demonstrate his oral abilities on
in front of his
mannequin.
mom.
Yeah. She was like proud of him too, which was super
All right.
Later, I'll see you.
Yeah.
Please load. I'm begging you. I don't want to have to do this all over again. At least it'll take much shorter time because I'll actually pick something. Hello. There we go. Oh, he was the son of someone from Nightmare on Elm Street too. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Most of the way through the season, they introduced a new mom who was someone from Nightmare. I think her name was Lisa.
Lisa Wilcox?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so. Yes.
All right.
Her son was the one who performed oral on the lemon mannequin situation.
TV kids. We're in the end of the
I was like, how did I end up talking about Milk Manor?
It's the final days of Rome.
Yep. Okay, preparing your order. Great.
All right.
Food. All right, now I can come back to the chat. Count Metzula and Dr. Newtonstein.
There you go. I'd do that.
My hair's a disaster. It's fine. I've been trying to figure out because I did for my practice match. I had it just back in a braid, and like the pieces on the side came out and were in my face.
Yeah.
So I've been like doing something different to try to fix it. I already said this was acceptable. Show. Thank you. Okay, let me go back because there was one that got redacted. Oh, It's not showing anymore.
No.
Oh my god.
We're having a hard time tonight.
The ads are not making me happy. All right. To be fair, when do ads ever make anyone happy?
Well, when you get paid for them.
True. I think the redacted message was deleted because I can't find it.
Okay. But it's from Dendo Star, who's not.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I think he intentionally deleted it. Not. Although, again, it censors like tits and ass, and I'm like, don't censor. I've told that multiple times not to censor. It's Metz talking about the video where a lady is showing you a suck dick and use a grapefruit. No, that's something else. As a matter of place, I'm also sucking dick. Well, it's a dildo. No. That's something else. That was a meme for a while. I'm talking about on MILF Manor, a guy demonstrated his ability to eat pussy by eating a lemon in that manner. I think it was a lemon. It's hard to tell because they refer to it as an orange, but it doesn't look like an orange. It looks like a grapefruit or a lemon. Dude, are you going to see Final Destination? I think it's the next movie I'm going to the theater for.
Probably. I don't know. I don't really think I've seen all the Final Destination movies. I think the last one I saw was the one with the roller coaster.
Sorry, let's go back to some of the black-white comments. So the Brady Bunch, here's the story of switching races. But why, though? I don't know, man. I've never heard of this show in my life, and I'm curious yet afraid. That's why I'm glad that I watched, like, another YouTuber watch, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't just raw dog it. I was like, I need someone
I need a Sherpa in this.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, reality show. Okay. Oh yeah, that's how we ended up talking about that. Okay. Think we're up to date. Oh, ever watch Hacks with Gene Smart? I don't know what that is.
Never seen that. I know who Gene Smart is, but I've never seen the show.
Lemon Party? No. That's something very different. No, that's very different.
It's my political standing.
You support old men getting down.
Yep.
What is this ad? Okay. I'm being recommended hentai ads. I guess.
That makes sense. That's on brand for you.
I mean, yeah, but on YouTube. Okay.
I keep getting this stupid ad. I don't even know what the fuck it is, but it's like it just keeps going. That's got to be the smallest dick I've ever seen. And I don't know. It looks like it's like
what's the ad on?
I have no idea. It's like, I guess it's like a school for superheroes or something.
No, like
it's on YouTube.
On YouTube. Okay, yeah. That's.
And there's like another one where it's like a girl, like she was like a dragon girl and she like fell out of the sky. And it's like every time I'm online and it plays in the background, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Why is it telling me that? I hate anime stuff, you know?
It's because it hears me here. And
Yeah.
We'll give
him some of that.
Oh man.
But yeah, I had my phone on in the kitchen, and I was listening to music, and I was in the shower, and I'm like,
that's the smallest dick.
Yeah, and I was like, what?
Thanks, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not what I'm used to hearing.
Yeah, no, not at all, but sure.
I used to get Vietnamese and Philippine ads for the longest time and ended with Jesus.
I keep getting ones, I think I talked about this before, about people who have like porn addictions.
Yeah.
And they keep calling it the P word, and I just think it's so funny.
Oh, that reminded me. No, I'm not gonna.
Okay.
No. It's fine. It was just someone. I recently got a random follow on my wrestling blog. That was someone who like is into tickling, but like not in a fetish way, I guess. But they call it T word. That's why I was. Just
okay.
Of it. But yeah, I guess I don't know. I fucking hate being tickled.
Me too.
It's actually the worst. But yeah, I don't know. Buffering. Why do I feel like I was about to say something else?
I felt like you were leading down the direction.
I probably was, and it's gone. I've just been getting a lot of ads in Spanish lately. That's hilarious, right? Yeah, I mean, hey, whatever you're into, even if it's not like that, I don't know.
Yeah, not a tickle fan.
Yeah. Tickling is a form of torture. I agree. I fully agree. That is not... No.
When I get really tired, I get really ticklish.
Oh, really?
Which bothers me. Yeah.
It's weird because, like, I have a really high pain tolerance, but, like, I'm very ticklish.
Yeah.
But if you attempt to take advantage of that, I will kick your teeth.
Yeah, there was... I remember one time at the theater, you were saying something about being ticklish, and somebody, like...
Oh, yeah.
And you, like... Well, like you were gonna, like, I was like, what is
usually
happening?
If someone goes for it, I like grab their arm and I'm like gonna break it.
But I remember what was going on. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Don't fucking touch me.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Especially because at that point I was still very touchy.
Yeah.
I've calmed down a lot with it. I used to get like really upset if even like say like we're sitting next to her now. If our legs were like this, that used to drive me insane.
Oh really?
Like even with someone I'm close with, like my friend, I would like want to cut their leg off. Like it really bothered me.
Damn.
But I am no longer at that point.
Well, that's good.
I really worked hard.
This is my sofa.
I really worked hard to not be like upset by casual touch anymore. Which it came back a little bit during COVID, which upset me greatly because I worked so goddamn hard.
Yeah.
And now I'm like kind of in between where like I'm cool with like casual touch, but also I'm still very jumpy if like you come up behind me.
Yeah. That makes sense though.
So, which people keep like learning at the factory, like because like for a while like a couple people like figured it out, right? And then like. So, like, a couple people came back and didn't know, or, like, they just, like, weren't around when the other people found out, and just slowly everyone's,
the
like...
whisper down the lane.
Yeah. I'm like, hey... Or, like, sometimes I'll be talking to someone, and someone's coming up behind me, and the person I'm talking to will actually stop to warn the person and be like, wait, don't do that! So I'm like, alright, I'll accept that.
You're like a mogwai.
Right?
You have, like, a million rules.
I try not to have rules.
Yeah.
I've decreased my number of rules.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, because they're not fun to deal with.
No, not at all.
For me or the person getting, you know, punched in the face.
Yeah.
Or elbowed in the neck or whatever. Yeah, it's very frequently an elbow. I don't know why. I guess.
Well, it's like a knee-jerk
right
kind
there.
of reaction thing, yeah.
Elbow jerk. Yeah. Alright, I'm seeing... God, I'm just trying to check on my order. But see, it's got to like completely.
I know,
refresh.
yeah.
There we go.
We're living in like 1987 over here.
We have 11 minutes to double dash. I think
Okay.
we're fine. It bothers me that's like, here, look at all these places around. You can totally double dash. Like, shut up.
I had to do that the other day. I ordered, I was at work, I couldn't leave, and I had to order stuff from like 3 different places, and one guy had to go to all 3 places to go pick it all up. It's like,
at least he gets like...
Yeah. But I'm like not near anything here. Like that's the whole thing, is like nothing is really close to here.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually pretty close to a lot of things now where I live, which is really neat, including the place where I bought the N64. There's like a secondhand game store like right down the road, like walking distance.
That's cool.
Which is dangerous.
There's a comic book store up the street. I invited the guy who owns it, came last week to watch Thunderbolts with us, and Brian Bryan and stuff like that. So, but he's like, oh yeah, I'll come to the movie early. I was like, yeah, come.
Personal space rules, right? Definitely. It specifically bothered me because I had like really gotten myself to a point where I was okay with casual touch, and then it just undid most of that work, and I was very upset about it. It took many years. Like 12-year-old me was really averse to being touched, even up to like 14, 15-year-old me, and I just slowly worked on it, and then like bam, instantly reverted. It was really annoying.
Fucking COVID.
I did fix it. Like, I'm cool with casual touch, but like, man, it used to be really bad.
Well, there's no reason for people to touch people who don't want to be touched.
Well, but it was like my friends. Like, it would be, like I said, like, we'd be sitting next to each other, our legs would be touching, and I, like, couldn't focus on anything else. I was like, oh my god, I can't fucking stand it.
That's like when people, like,
like, I get, like, randomly, like, you know, like, if I grab your arm without ass, like, that's kind of weird, but, like...
I was hanging out with, no, Melissa came with us. You didn't make it. We went to the Gap Theater.
Oh, yeah.
And my one friend who came with us, she ran into somebody who she met on a film set. Okay. And she doesn't know him very well, but he, like, wanted to hug and stuff like that. Okay. And she was just like, no. That's fair. Yeah, I was like, what?
I very frequently offer a hug, but I'm not upset if people decline it. If that's not the vibe, that's not the vibe. Which again, super funny when you take how touch-averse I was, and now maybe that's why. Maybe I'm like, now everybody touch me. I went too long without it happening.
You're like an 80s sitcom, like you gotta win a car by keeping your hand on you.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my god.
Anybody we miss in the comments?
Nope, no one's
We're
talking.
all caught up. Everybody's like, we don't know what's going on. We ordered food. You know.
We're waiting on the food.
And we'll be able to go for about another hour before we gotta go next door, and I gotta do some work. But you haven't actually, like, seen the building.
I've been in there twice.
Have you?
I went there the one time because we were going to hang out, because remember I ended up on the phone with my dad.
But like, I haven't given you, like, a tour, though.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I also went there for Rocky Horror.
Yeah. But I haven't given you, like, a tour.
Neil said, and now something here. And now your spine-killing hugs are life. Exactly. Yeah, that's gonna be my finisher. I've been practicing doing that where I'll like pick people up, hug them, shake them around a little, and then like shove them to the ground.
You could be the gyropractor.
I like that. But yeah, I've been actively working on like the transition into just push, which is not as hard as
Someone really should write a blog about that.
Oh my god. But yeah, it's I don't know, it's been good. Or like, what else? Oh, I've been practicing like a double-handed choke slam. A lot of like just shoving people. I feel like that's a good look for me because they can look like I can shove you.
You take the cat's name, you're Mick Shovin'.
That's great. Hello, we don't have a delivery driver.
Well, he probably hasn't picked it up yet.
Oh yeah, this is that. They haven't assigned a dasher. Yeah. I was getting anxious last night because the Taco Bell near me closes at 3, and I put in an order at like 2:20 or something. And I was like sitting there anxious. I was like, if they don't assign me a dasher at a certain point, I'm just gonna go get it. And like literally like 2 minutes before I decided to leave, it was like Taylor's on his way. Yeah. And I'm like, all right.
Saturday I was at work till midnight on Saturday, and I ordered food, and like eventually they just gave up.
Ooh, yeah,
and they just canceled my order. I was like, oh, okay.
That's why I was getting anxious because I've had that happen, or like they don't cancel it, but like so. A couple of times I've ordered from places that are 24 hours.
Yeah.
Where they totally close like long before that.
Mm-hmm.
And they never cancel it. They just keep assigning dashers who keep having to cancel it.
Well, we had that a couple times when we ordered at my own place.
It's fucking annoying.
Yep.
Is Metz fully your ring name? No, my ring name is Phoenix Rising. You can throw me on the bed if you want. Oh, I know.
And then pulls your head spinal cord off.
Why does that sound familiar?
It would be like a Mortal Kombat thing, wouldn't it?
Oh, that's true. I thought there
But you have to do it like like people who like peel like shrimp or whatever. You do it like that. Like you just take.
Yep. Sorry, my brain's not working.
That's all right.
I am actually quite hungry.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't realize it, but
I ate it.
I'm guessing. I would say you probably.
I ate at noon. I had a BLT at noon.
Ooh.
And then I for some reason they're like a freeze dried candy.
Okay.
But it was like.
Are they the Skittles that have been freeze
yeah,
dried? Yeah.
So
I like those.
I had like a handful of those, and they made my tongue feel all weird because they were sour Skittles, and it was like then like.
Oh yeah. I feel like Metz could destroy Newt at any time if they feel like it.
Probably. Yeah.
My
head's just one giant hematoma.
If they pull my spine out, it'll be a zigzag.
Built like an Allen key.
Right? And a low-key Harvester reference. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. I was like, that sounds familiar. I feel like I recently heard something about ripping out with the spine.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Maybe it was Mortal Kombat. Hold on.
Didn't see it.
I have also not seen
it. Video game, isn't it?
Maybe. That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
But
I know the guy who made Shazam directed it because I saw a thing, but
I liked Shazam.
Yeah, I did too. But yeah, I didn't see it. We only have one screen here, so we have one movie
at a time,
and that's it.
That's kind of lame. I remember thinking it was lame that Narberth only had 2, and now you
have
one.
Now I have one.
Somehow have less.
Yeah, well, I went from 5 to 10 to 2 to 1.
Yeah.
You know, but at one point, I think the biggest theater I ever ran was a 21 screen.
Damn.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Screens.
And I had one other manager, and he weighed like 800 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've got a movie tavern kind of near where I live, I think. Why did I feel like I went there recently?
We went to one.
Oh, we went
here.
to a movie tavern.
Well, we went to 2 movie taverns.
That's true.
Yeah.
We've gone to the Exton one before. Never mind. I was thinking when I went with you.
Yeah,
because we saw Sinners. Yeah. I'm like,
yep.
What am I thinking
That was like 2
about?
weeks ago.
Look, I don't. Was that only 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because last week
like
I had to work on Wednesday. We went the Wednesday before that.
Oh yeah, we did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fascinating.
Time flies when you're doing whatever it is that we're doing.
Well, a lot of last week I spent doing wrestling things because we had to build the ring. We had to have build the ring into the 2300. I had my regular training days and a regular show. We had at the 2300 there was the convention. They had a show, but at the same time they had a show, we had a show at the factory. So, and then I had to go back another day and take down that ring. So, I've been doing a lot.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. Is The Accountant 2 good? I heard it was.
I heard good things about it. I want to see it. I might bring it in for a week because I have a gap week from... Because Thunderbolts isn't doing very well. I'm hoping it bounces back because of word of mouth.
I thought it was.
And I have a gap week before Lilo and Stitch comes out, so I might pull The Accountant in, or I might bring Minecraft back. I'm not sure yet.
Time flies when you're barely alive. True.
Basically, that's how it feels anymore. It gets really depressing. Because it's like, again, now that the other producers are like, all right, let's go, let's start doing stuff, and I literally can't.
Yeah, you're stuck.
I hired the owner had me hire a girl. She lasted half a shift and she quit. Man. And I didn't want to hire her, but he made me because he said that her dad was important in this area.
Sure.
The guy I wanted to hire, he would have fit in much better.
Damn.
And then he got a job at Walmart, so I was like, he's not going to leave that.
Yeah, no.
So, yeah.
The new Avengers. Yeah. I've been seeing a lot of criticism that they waited like 2 days or 4 days or something after release to
do that, yeah. Well, it was sort of like they did that with the Harley Quinn movie, too. It was Birds of Prey, and then they changed it was like the emancipation of Harley Quinn or something, and then they just changed it to Harley Quinn. I don't know.
Yeah.
The reason they call it the Thunderbolts in the movie is actually pretty funny, because it has nothing to do with the comic book version.
Oh, okay.
It's because when she was a little kid, she was on a soccer team called the Thunderbolts, and they didn't win a single game, and a girl pooped her pants in one of the games. why he's like.
All right.
So that's why they're jokingly called them the Thunderbolts.
Gotcha. Hey, fair enough.
It's actually really good.
Okay.
The more I think about it, the more I liked it, especially with how it deals with like loneliness.
You were saying that.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that, which is pretty good.
Yep.
Shadow Force looks pretty bad.
Shadow Force?
I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
It sounds like we're not missing out on much.
Is that a video game or a movie?
Probably a movie.
I'm not a big
This is
movie
all
fan.
Horn Dog mostly.
Yeah.
I'm not. You said I'm a big movie.
Not a big movie guy. Never have
I've
been.
just been like balls deep in like the Pokemon universe. I had to really be careful how I finished that sentence, but yeah.
I was balls deep in a Pokemon. What? This is how we get put on that list.
Right. I'm finishing Moon finally. Because so I got Moon on release in like 2016 or 2017 or whatever, and I started playing it, but I was like a little too confident about my German ability. So I was like, oh, I'll play it in German. It's like, you can't change this. And I'm like, that's fine. And then I didn't get very far because it takes like just a little too much brain power to translate that much. Especially because Gen 7 is notorious for having like the most cutscenes and like the most dialogue. So I'm reading something like every couple of minutes.
I guess I never really thought about like what a Pokemon game is, because isn't it like all I know about is like you meet up with two of them and then it's like you're facing off them and you have to like attack them or something.
Oh yeah. So the battle way. Yeah, I get what you're saying. The battle setup.
That's all I've ever seen of Pokemon is that.
So okay, the storyline of a Pokemon game is that you're trying to defeat the 8 gyms and the Elite Four. At the same time,
so it's not like the movie Dodgeball, where you have to defeat the other gym.
Oh yeah.
No.
No. No. And then there's usually my
stepdad's name is Jim.
Okay.
I never want to defeat him though.
And
I got really good at Pokemon. I beat my stepdad.
Oh my god.
To death.
And then concurrently, there will be a storyline with whatever the evil team, like Team Rocket.
Yeah.
There are different evil teams with different goals for each game.
My the only what I gathered, they had me write the Pokemon script.
Yeah.
Well, the first one we did for Underbelly, and I called it the Animal Fighting Friendship Simulator.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because obviously, as you're doing both of those things, you are also collecting the Pokemon.
Yeah.
So you can either you can theoretically collect all of the Pokemon. Obviously, that's like the tagline. But yeah, you usually have a team of 6 that you build up, preferably having like type coverage and that sort of thing. So you level them up, and then you use those to defeat the grunts or the different people in the evil team, or for the gym.
Is there like a main bad guy in Pokemon? Is there like a Darth Vader in Pokemon?
No, you kind of get like each set of games has its own Darth Vader, basically.
Okay, because there's a guy called Giovanni or something?
Yeah, so he's the leader of Team Rocket.
Okay.
He's Gen 1.
All right.
I
just remember he was like muscular in the cartoon and like oiled up. I just remember us watching that and being like, and again, I have no frame of reference to this shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's they're the big bad of the. Well, I guess like in terms of character, the big bad is usually whoever the admin, like the leader of the evil team is. But then you also after you defeat the 8 gyms, the Elite Four, then you have to also defeat the champion. And then there'll be like side things like contests in some of the games. The battle tower, if you feel like doing that, which I don't really get into competitive Pokemon very much. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, no, I don't do the
high stakes Pokemon.
I'm way more in like the shiny hunting genre of Pokemon fan.
Because of your autism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm like a living dex usually. I build a living dex, or I like I said, I'll be a shiny hunter sometimes. It's just so tedious. Sometimes I don't have the energy for it. But
what was that other game that everybody was playing?
Dasher is nearby.
Oh, okay.
You want to go? Okay.
Yeah, I'll get it.
So what's y'all's favorite Pokemon game? While we're
what was that other game that Fuck, there was another game that like was really popular for a while, and I remember I told you the dude who I had to fire put in like 300 hours.
Elden Ring?
No, it was another game more recently, Animal Crossing.
Oh,
The
yeah.
dude put in like 300 hours into
Yeah, oh,
video
yeah.
game.
I also got really into Animal Crossing, of course I did. I've been balls deep in a cosplay Pokemon, that's funny. All the posters are just a cover to pick up chicks, right? Better being balls deep in vegetarians or glitter. Yeah, that's fair. Final Destination Bloodlines. Nice. That's the new one coming out? But yeah, I've been trying to play Moon, and it's a pain in the ass because I don't feel like translating all that. Also, I think I'm supposed to be fighting one of the Ultra Beasts, which I never know how to pronounce this one. It's like, it's got Nihilego. I don't know. It's one of the jellyfish ones that isn't Blacephalon. But oh yeah, and I'm trying to name every Pokemon from memory, and I'm getting really close. Like I'm doing well over 800 before I give up. But you know, usually the problem is I'm trying to do it at night, so I don't think it's even that I can't remember them. It's that I'm too tired. My brain just stops working. But yeah, no. Trying to play the very like story heavy Gen 7 in a language I'm mostly fluent in is difficult, to say the least. Because it's not like I can read like maybe 2/3 of the sentence without thinking, and then I have to like decipher the last third, and it's kind of annoying. You want to come hang out? You can join us. She just looked at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? I mean it. You can take his seat. I'm not gonna stop you. She kept like standing in front of me earlier. I don't know what. Like she would come up and like sniff my pants and just stand there, and I'm like, I know if I pet you, you're gonna freak out. But whatever. Oh my god, yes, I thank you. Mercari is like, do you want to buy an N64 transfer pack? I'm like,
he was looking for Gerald.
Oh, yeah. DoorDash just called me. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, it's alright. No, I got it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm reading it. DoorDash just called me and then hung up. The glitter vegetarian was, oh. Look.
Are you Gerald? And I was like, yes.
It's extra fun when I'm
and then
the one.
hobbled my way back up there.
It's extra fun when I'm the one grabbing it, and they're like, Gerald, and I'm like, yep, thank you.
I've gone by many names.
Right? I have gone by many names. Alright, drag him out of the way. I've just been ranting about Pokemon because no one's responding to me. Yeah, well, no one's answering me. Which is, it's fine. It's fine. You guys don't have to answer me. No, I'm just kidding. Newt, identity theft is not a joke.
What is it?
And Gerald said, Newt, identity theft is not a joke. Rate your delivery. How was Julia? She 5 stars?
Oh, it was a dude.
Oh, it says
yeah. He looked like a Gary.
He looked like a Gary. Oh, alright, followed instructions. Technically, no, he didn't call me, he called Gerald. I'll say he handled with care. I think that's reasonable.
Yeah, it's fine, he handled with care.
No, thank you. I would not like to take a picture of my food.
I love when it asks me to do that.
Yeah, they're like, ooh, that smells good. Alright, I'm going to pull up the thing again now because it decided to refresh entirely. And then I'll go get my food.
Yeah. But as I was walking around the deck, it's like, Gerald? And I was like, yeah, that's me.
I think it's unintentionally funny because Gary's from Pokemon. Oh, yeah. Isn't he one of, like, the most annoying rivals, too? Oh, what the fuck did I press?
Gary?
Maybe Barry I'm thinking of.
Isn't Gary SpongeBob's pet?
Yes.
Okay.
The snail. You can get Pokemon Bank in 2025. That's not what I opened. Okay. There we go.
Pokemon?
Yeah, so because I'm modding my DS, or rather not, I guess. My favorite is
if
Blue
the FBI is watching.
Right? My favorite is Blue or Sapphire. Nice. Good choice. Gen 3 is probably my favorite. Okay, but yeah, here, I'll leave the...
Okay.
While I go get my food. Oh, you guys can see my pants now? You can see what I was talking about?
Pants. New Avengers,
But,
Shadow Force looks bad. All the posters just cover up. Wait.
Damn it, what was I saying?
All the posters are just a cover to pick up chicks.
Oh, yeah.
For what?
Oh, I asked for 1 egg roll and I got 2.
There you go.
And then the donuts.
What posters are
I don't know. I
Oh.
assume that was kind of out of the blue, but I assume it's referencing all your posters.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I posted a picture last night of the Jim Cotta one, and I was like, I'm not very attractive or wealthy or smart, but I do have a Jim Cotta poster framed in my apartment.
Oh yeah, I saw that post.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking about Pokemon Rivals, I think, which not to be confused with Marvel Rivals. I guess it's the new game that. Came out.
Okay. Oh yeah, I saw a commercial for that. And now I'm just like, I realized, I was like, oh yeah, I have a 70s adult film poster now framed in my living room. I was like, what signal does that send?
I think it's cool.
Oh, I think it's cool too.
When you said you hate movies. Wait, earlier when you were like,
I'm not
a
all
movie
right.
fan.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, he's like, oh yes, all the posters are just covered to pick up chicks.
Mhm.
Okay, I see.
Because women love Queen of Blood and Conquest, you know? I think, you know, if you really want to impress a lady, show her Crippled Masters, you know?
Exactly. Pieces.
Such a good movie.
Gets everybody wet.
Well, Nightmare. We reviewed Nightmare. I finally framed it. The posters freaks me out, though, because it looks like Christopher Reeves after he was paralyzed, you know?
He does look a bit like he's melting.
But I was going through it, now I'm like in the spot where it's like I only have room for 2 more frames. And I have boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff, and it's now I'm like, which one do I want to frame?
Dong Fu.
Mm-hmm.
Behind shaking your keys at them. Oh. Whoops. Then all she has to do is call me on Discord. Who is that?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what these people are talking about half the time.
That's fair. I like how nicely they arranged my broccoli.
Mhm.
They're like, we will block the rice. Don't worry.
Well, it's for people who have like what's that? It's like that tick they have where everything has to be lined up specifically.
Oh, okay.
You know?
I was gonna say I eat all my food separately. If that's what you're talking about, but
That makes sense. That's on brand.
I've been getting lightly judged by my roommate lately.
For how you eat?
Well, yeah, because he'll make like eggs and like usually like chorizo or ham or something, and he'll like give me a roll to put the food in, so it's a sandwich.
Yeah.
And I just eat them separately, and he's like, "Why do you do that?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
It's like people who would put. Do you have to explode from your litter box like that?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, Crippled Masters. If she likes, okay. If
Oh,
she likes
okay.
Crippled Masters, all she has to do is call me on Discord.
That's true. Yeah. Such a weird movie.
It sounds like it.
There's also Crippled Avengers too, so I think there's more than one of them.
That's pretty neat, actually.
They're handy capable.
Yeah.
There used to be in the 90s. There used to be a show called In Living Color,
Uh-huh.
and it was like a sketch comedy show. It's where Jim Carrey started, and then he was a character called There was a character called Handyman who was a cerebral palsy superhero.
That's kind of awesome. I've heard of In Living Color. I don't think I've ever watched it.
They used to have a thing called Men on Film, and it was these 2 gay film reviewers, and they'd be like, they'd see a movie, they'd like, hated it, and they'd be like girls and stuff, and they had Chris Farley was in it, and he played Roger Ebert, who's a little fat film critic, and he's like,
yeah, I know who
and
he
he's
is.
like, nothing wrong with being a little chubby, or having one.
That's great. Oh, we're picking up. To be fair, Gerald is the stud of schlock and all.
That's very true.
Newt, what is your favorite arcade game?
I'm a bigger pinball guy.
What? She's fine, sorry.
I love playing pinball. If I'm in an arcade, I like Donkey Kong Jr. I like That's a good question. I don't know. I haven't thought about like an arcade in a long time.
Okay.
I like fighting games.
That's
We used to have a Tekken machine at the theater
Ooh,
in the
nice.
lobby, and it was the arcade was right below my office.
Oh.
So I was like, it was my first time having my own office, and I'm like really like trying to be super professional, and I'm like focusing, and I just hear people screaming and pounding on the machines downstairs. And then we had the Phantom Menace pod race game that you would sit in.
That's kind of sick.
I don't know.
Anytime we had like a pod race game at round 1, we had to go around frequently and make sure that people weren't fucking in them.
True.
I'll try spinning. That's a good move.
Right? Men on Film sketches still are really funny. I rewatched them a little while ago.
Mhm.
Oh hey, cerebral palsy superheroes and gay film critics talk about being seen, right?
Yeah, but you could never get away with that show now. Like, you know, they had.
I think you could if you spun it a certain way.
Yeah, I mean, it was a predominantly black cast too.
Nice.
You know, and that's where the Wayans brothers got their. Well, you know, the Keenan Ivan Wayans and Damon Wayans and stuff like that.
Nice. Good
But
stuff.
yeah, it was pretty funny back in the day.
Oh, she's eating with us.
Oh, because it had the thing where it was like Michael Jackson had that music video, Black or White,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, and he gets arrested, and he's like, oh, I guess I am black. Because at the end of the one video, he's like smashing up a car.
Nice. Someone made that joke someone recently because I said I'm driving the windows down, so my arm's gonna get like a smidge darker than my other arm. But I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get a little darker on my left side. And one of the other students who is black, he was like, oh, you gotta be careful, you get pulled over, you gotta make sure you show the other arm. Exactly. He's funny, but
That was remember when the deer ran into the theater,
mm-hmm.
and I was like, it's a whitetail. They didn't shoot it.
I told you a deer ran into my car recently, right? That was crazy. I know from context you said Phantom Menace pod racing, but I heard Dennis the Menace pod racing.
Yeah, Dennis the Menace pod racing.
I think you could online, and that's the format that matters anymore in the TV space. That's true. That's what I was like, there's a way you could do that bit now. 3 nuns became exotic dancers to... Whoa. Alright, 3 nuns became exotic dancers to save the church and help their preacher with a micropenis find God again. What's the context of that?
That's a conversation that he and I have all the time.
Oh, okay.
Because I wanted to do a movie called Only Nuns.
Oh, yeah.
Every story revolves around a priest with a micropenis, and I literally sent him the Thundercock script where I've gotten to the point now where the priest has a micropenis.
There you go.
He became their
Big
tech
reveal.
guy.
Nice.
It's always about the micropenis.
Always.
Which is apparently my algorithm, because again, that has to be the smallest dick I've ever seen. I was like, what? And I honestly, I skipped past it, but I gotta figure out what that is eventually.
Yeah. Eventually, don't skip it.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, I'm not interested in this. Okay.
But it's gonna, if I watch it, it's gonna tell me that I am, and it's gonna keep giving me that.
Exactly.
It's pretty good.
Oh. Gerald got censored.
Uh-oh.
They say the priest cot grew 3 sizes that day.
Well, he was around little kids, so.
Right. Oh God.
There you go. There's a new sex priest. It's about a porn star who accidentally becomes the new pope.
Oh. Wow.
Sex pope.
Sex pope.
Yeah.
Okay. I dig it.
There you go. Because you ever hear the movie King Ralph with John Goodman, where he's a descendant of the royal family, and everyone in the royal family dies from being electrocuted.
Oh.
But because he's the only person in the bloodline still left alive, and he's just a guy who lives in Chicago, he becomes the King of England. And I was like, what if you do that now, but it's like this one random guy is now the Pope, and he's like a porn star. Sex Pope.
Sex Pope.
Because there was a comic book called Battle Pope.
Yeah, that does sound
Yeah.
What would they think of next, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sex Pope. That's so funny.
Sex Pope.
What would be the So, okay, the main conflict then would be him trying to prevent people from realizing he's a porn star, or is he big enough that people are now just protesting that a porn star is the Pope?
I think they'd be protesting it's a porn star as the Pope. But do you know that in the 1400s, a Pope was fucked to death?
That doesn't surprise me. That's
one of the
crazy.
popes died of like an anal prolapse or whatever. And it was
Mr. Hands.
Yeah. But it was like I was reading this thing about it, and it was just like like sex things in the Catholic Church, and I'm reading about this dude who fucked a pope to death.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, imagine that flex
that
for the
guy,
rest of
right?
your life. You're like, I fucked a pope to death. Where's your God now?
Amazing.
That guy, it's like when like somebody from like a Philly sports team wins a championship, they never have to buy food in this town again. Like people buy them a drink everywhere they go.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine like everywhere in Rome, it's like, get that man a drink. He fucked the pope to death.
Would it not be the opposite? Alright.
Not everybody there is all down with the JC, you know?
It was probably the spin-off of The Boys at the School, Newt. One of the characters can shrink, and a guy gets her to mount his dick, and he ignores her later, so another student...
No, it wasn't that. It's this online game where there's like a superhero school, and like all I know is like the dude's like a vampire, but he promised his mom that he wouldn't use his vampire powers.
Okay. Oh, that kind of sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's like, I don't even know what it is, but it's just like, it's always an ad before, I'll be watching like, I don't know, I'll watch Cinema Snob or Barefoot and Independent or something like that. And they'll have like these ads before it, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, but it looks like that like AI style art,
Oh, yeah.
you know?
Technically, the Pope is the living doomslayer. Get that man a chainsaw and a saw off. I love that. Yeah, I mean, it does. It's funny to me that people don't realize the creator of Doom is Mormon.
Yeah. Was it the Five Nights at Freddy's guy used to do like weird like Christian games, didn't he?
I think so. I don't know. But yeah, I remember like hearing that. Obviously, I wasn't around when it happened, but hearing that that Doom got like this big like.
Oh yeah, back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's satanic. Well, I'm literally killing demons.
Yeah. Well, that was the same thing. Like Mortal Kombat was a big thing that they wanted that banned. Night Trap they wanted banned for the Sega CD. I remember getting that game. I traded a kid the first appearance of Gambit comic book for his copy of Night Trap because it got banned. I was in like second grade, I think, when it came out. It was like 91, 92.
Okay.
And I remember having that game, and like my parents didn't care.
Right.
Like if I, because I watched horror movies and shit when I was a little kid. But I remember like other parents being like, they shouldn't play this game, and it's so fucking lame. There's no nudity in it. There's no violence in it or anything like that, you know?
I think we should still make Shark Fisto versus Gay Squatch.
I'd like to.
D&D during the Satanic Panic, yep.
Yeah. Do you ever see the Tom Hanks movie about D&D?
Maybe?
Mages and...
Oh, I think so.
Mazes and something, and he's like a guy who had to stop playing because he had like a nervous breakdown, and then like his friends try to get him to play again. They play in a cave, and he kills his friends, and like it ends with like him going like, "What am I doing here?" And it's like that guy won 3 Academy Awards.
Hey, there you go.
And his one friend in every scene wears a different hat.
Monsters and Mazes.
Yes, Mazes and Monsters.
They said right one after each other in different order. I wish the Pope was really Liberace in disguise.
That'd be
that's
awesome.
right. That'd be cool as hell.
The last Pope was just like, he went as far as saying like, hey, gay people are people too. And everybody was like, that's all we're asking for, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, he was very like pro-queer in general, because I think he also said something about trans people.
But wasn't there a dude before him that was Pope for like a week, and he looked like Palpatine?
Maybe? That does sound kind of...
There was like a guy before this last Pope who was Pope for like a very, very short period of time. And then when I was a little kid, there was a Pope who got shot and then went to go visit the guy who shot him in prison in like the ultimate like flex move. Like he was John Paul, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. My grandmother
The
had
Hitler Youth one?
Yeah, the Hitler Youth one. Yeah, the one Pope was a Hitler Youth.
Yikes.
He's like, why do I have to wear this white shirt? I look so good in brown shirts.
Oh my god. I think it's in reference to Mazes and Monsters. Is that the one where Julia Roberts is a teacher?
No.
Okay. I don't
This
know.
was before Julia Roberts' time. This was one of Tom Hanks' first things, because I think his first thing that I remember ever seeing him in was He Knows You're Alone, which was a horror movie.
Pope John Paul II. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have a...
the one who was there for a week. Benedict, more than a week, but he quit because he didn't want the job in the first place and had to deal with all the sex scandals.
Okay. How do you, like, accidentally become the Pope, though? Like, I've accidentally become a movie theater general manager a couple times. I guess in the Catholic faith you just fail upwards.
Yeah, a lot of messages now. Didn't this new pope get his body driven by a Dodge Ram built like a rock? I know that they're repurposing the pope. Yeah, per his wishes, they are repurposing the Pope Mobile to. Was it the Pope Mobile or was it what took him to his funeral? Either way, it's like being used to aid in Gaza.
To get
now.
AIDS?
No, like to aid, like for. I
Oh, because
remember.
it's bulletproof.
Yeah.
But how many you could
No, that's
fit?
sick
It
as
looked
fuck.
like, but like you could fit one person in there. It's like the Pop-O-Matic dome from the game Sorry, you
He
know.
did his best with that. Okay. George Carlin for Pope.
We can save one child. No, he was a cardinal in Dogma.
Yeah.
Jesus didn't come here to give us the willies. He was a booster. That guy, it's getting re-released in theaters.
Newt for Pope.
I should be Pope.
Definitely.
Do you remember when the Pope came to Philly
Yeah.
and they shut the bridges off?
Mhm.
So I had to stay in a hotel for that whole week because I couldn't get home. And that's when it was the Palpatine Pope, because there was an old guy who used to come to the theater who looked like Julian Beck in Poltergeist 2, like the Reverend Kane character. And you remember on Sundays, like the box office would just stop working all the time? So I'm down on the floor underneath the box office guy fixing the wires, and every single old person that walked in, I go, oh my God, it's the Pope. And Max has the microphone on, so he's trying not to laugh. And then one time it was a kid with Down syndrome came up, and I was like, oh, it's the Pope.
What's wrong with you?
What, the Pope can have Down syndrome?
Newt for Pope, Newt for Pope, Pope for Newt.
There you go.
Right?
I want a car with a Pop-O-Matic dome. Bulletproof. They're like, but why would you need a bulletproof car? If you're God's right-hand man, you would think that the fucking bullet would go around you like you're Neo. You know? Like, isn't your dude supposed to be protecting you?
I guess I don't think it works that way.
My hat would have a big target on it. You know?
Newt for Pope, he'll have a target on
Yeah. Because then if I die, it's just like, well,
it's about
guess
one.
not.
Yeah.
It's like, who was that comedian, Dane Cook?
Oh, yeah.
Where he's like, whenever I see someone wearing a Superman shirt, I shoot them in the chest and I go, guess not.
Oh my God. That's great. Is that nothing new yet?
Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know, the whole Pope thing. But, yeah, I remember, like, there was that dude who was, like, Pope for, like, a hot minute.
Damn. Sorry.
Well, it's because your pants are missing large chunks of
yeah, but why is
material.
this is like...
Well, they're steamed dumplings.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. Thought they'd cool off by now.
Would you want cold dumplings?
No! I wanted hot and then slightly cooler dumplings so that I can eat them.
You should have put that in the DoorDash order.
Please gently
Hello, this
cool
is Gerald again.
Please gently cool my dumplings.
2 shushies on them for me, please. The guys to stand outside. I'm getting a big tip for this, and I'm like, yeah, you are. And if anyone asks, I'm Gerald. Some guy named Gerald keeps going around sexually assaulting DoorDash drivers.
Oh my God. Yeah, it was always funny when I work at Run 1 and they were like, for Gerald? And then and then the security would come over the mic and be like, hey, Metz, yeah, your food's here. And then I'd come and be like, hello. And they're like, for Gerald? I'm like, close enough.
Yeah, why not?
What were people going to throw ice balls at him? I don't know.
Oh,
Medieval rules, take him out, get the throne.
to be
Whoa.
fair, people only threw snowballs at Santa Claus because he was drunk.
Yeah. Newt's famous line, just a tip.
Yep.
Yeah, you are. I'm told it's aesthetically pleasing. Oh my God.
Hold on, I have a funny Pope thing somebody gave
You
me.
have a funny Pope thing.
Yeah, hold
on.
I know it's in here.
It's going into a box.
Going into a box. This is all articles and newspapers about me.
Hell yeah.
Where is it?
See comments in this box.
So many terrible. Like, I purposely only kept bad comic books.
Amazing.
Hold on, I know what's in here. I know I didn't throw that one away. I didn't give that one away. Keep them entertained.
Alright, I'm sorry. Watch another Pope comic, I guess.
I'm trying to find the Pope comic.
I guess he has a Pope comic he's looking for. No?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
I'm so popular. People only text me when I'm doing this.
Yeah. It's Joe Chapman.
Oh, okay.
I only caught the end of it, and I know he's, like, joking, but I was like, what?
Uh-huh.
Man. Hey, Metz, nice guns, because I can't say tits on here. That's extra funny, because you did get censored, and I had to open it up. I always go into the settings, and I'm like, yes, allow this.
Allow
Please.
tits.
Allow tits.
Ah, here we go.
Oh. Oh, there we go.
Take that.
Pope John Paul II.
Comic book by Marvel. Why I have that, I have no fucking clue. But
That's
it's his
awesome.
life story done
Yeah.
as a Marvel comic book.
The entire story from his childhood in Poland to the assassination attempt with an exclamation point.
It was
$1.50.
I think it was Sirhan was the guy who tried to kill him.
Okay.
But yeah, somebody gave me this at the Wayne. They're like, "You like comic books?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Wow,
But
that's like detailed.
yeah, right?
Look at that.
Where's his assassination though?
No, that says #1, implying there are more issues.
It's an ongoing story. The Dark Pope returns.
Right? We are entertained. People pay big money for this kind of content, right? Me just eating. That was RFK Sirhan.
That's right. That was yeah. Like there's like swastika in a Pope book.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh wait, that's how they do that's the
Yeah,
assassination
that's-
thing. You know, it's like
Tragedy strikes with a little gun, yeah.
somebody tried to shoot the Pope. Get me pictures of Spider-Man.
Give me pictures of the Pope assassin.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, look at that. Whoa. Wow.
And again, this was I don't know why somebody had this comic book. Written by Stephen Grant. Editor-in-chief was Jim Shooter at that part. Editor was Tom DeFalco.
Oh, there goes monetization. Did we ever have?
Yeah, right?
Damn, Marvel made that? Must be from the 90s, lol.
No, this is 82.
82, okay. Elvira knows the new pope comes from the year 2189 to stop RFK Jr.'s conqueror worm.
Yeah, he's
why
building
do you want
like
me to
he's
say
building
that?
like a fucking database of autistic people.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. That's super not genocidal.
No, right?
Cool.
What are we gonna bring back? What was it? Phrenology? Where there's
Oh,
the bumps
yeah.
on the brain.
Yeah,
We should bring
yeah.
that back next.
My god. Man, now I want Chinese food. Thanks, guys. Get Chinese food.
Yeah, it was
I don't
good.
know, what do you want from me?
I was like way more hungry, but I think it's because I did get the bigger one. But I was like, I'll take
Yeah,
the
that's
work
fair.
with me tomorrow.
Well, I'll be damned. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have some of this sport training tomorrow. No, I'm not gonna say that. What? Why?
What is it?
Ooh, I'm balancing things. There we go. This one. I'm like, no, I don't want.
Oh.
It's like, I'm eating Chinese food. Isn't that a slightly racist? Slightly...
No, it's that song.
I don't know what song.
Oh, me so horny, me love you long time. But it's a quote from Platoon.
Okay.
And
I
I
need to
guess,
quote
like,
from something.
Due to new the thing is that due to new Trump tariffs, Vietnamese prostitutes will no longer be able to love you long time.
Did you know those Chinese food boxes turn into plates? Yes, I
Yes,
did know
yep,
that.
mm-hmm.
That's so fucking cool. That's smart.
Yeah, it's the folded out thing.
Yep. I discovered a similar thing when I was younger of the those little things you can put the ketchup in.
Yeah.
They unfold
Mhm.
as well. And they can be.
Well, it's like with the little tables in the middle of the pizza. People never knew what those things were for.
Yeah. The pain on your face, Metz, when Newt said that. Best I can do now is 2 minutes, 3 without lotion.
2 minutes? My God, how many times can I finish that?
Why do I hold things the way I do? I still remember one of my exes made fun of me for at one point I was in my bed like lying back, and I was
Mhm.
holding my phone like, hold on, I think it was like this.
Okay.
Like, and I was using it like this.
Yeah.
They took a picture of me, and they were like, "What the fuck
That's
are
like
you
people
doing?"
put those things on the back of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like I'm just holding the top of it, and I don't remember. Yeah, it was probably one of the. But yeah, I was just holding it at the top, and they were like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I was like, "Well, maybe we don't all have baby hands.
Yeah,
They
right.
have really small hands.
Can't have giant
really
man
small
hands.
I like my giant hands.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've lost enough weight that I can wear my rings again, so that's good.
Man hands.
Fun fact: Corey Haim spent a lot of time on the Platoon set studying his craft. I know what that's referencing. Oh no, this is fucked up. But I recently found out there's a racially insensitive YouTube video parodying Lou Bega's Mambo Number 5 called Combo Number 5. Do I want to know?
Oh, no.
I don't want to know.
No.
That's the answer.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you watching that was recommended to you? No, I'm teasing.
Well, it's the same way that that's the
Yeah.
smallest thing I've ever seen.
Right?
And it's like, all I can remember is it's like, don't worry, I'm gonna make your cute girlfriend say my name or something. If anybody knows what the fuck I'm talking about, because I'm like, I try to explain this to people and they're like, what are you talking about?
That's great. Oh, I've been tagged.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, my coach posts a lot of like training videos, and he got one of me today. I love the face I'm making in this screenshot. I'm like, whoa.
When you say training videos, I always think of like the Wendy's. You ever
Oh
seen
no,
those?
not those.
Or
You
that
heard of the Waffle House ones? Those are crazy.
Or the one where the guy's like the thing, he's like cutting meat and he's like he's like being overly friendly. Like it's a really creepy video. We used to have a big box of all of the AMC and Regal training videos from the 80s and 90s, and they were awesome. And I always wanted to do something with them, but I never got them back, and I know that I'll never, I don't plan on talking to Justin ever again, so I don't plan on getting those back. But the one for the usher training was awesome because it was when the Flintstones movie came out. Because the Flintstones standees in the background, and this girl walks up, she's like, "Hey guys, I was wondering if I could get trained as an usher," and this guy goes, "Psh, a girl as an usher? That's whack." And Greg Prokes was the host of it.
That's whack. Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
But yeah, he rocks a Beat Boy stance while holding his broom and his pickup. A girl as an usher? That's whack. And it was all about like not sexually harassing people at work. And I was like, I probably should have paid attention to that one.
Me too.
Due to all the sexual harassment.
Right. Mine won't let me hold it. Oh yes, you sexually harassed me when I worked for you at the water.
That's right. Yep, that's what I heard.
At the water tower.
When you worked for me.
Mine won't let me hold it that way. It goes to lock screen because it has a thing called pocket mode, so it thinks I'm putting it away. I pocket mode as well, but like that doesn't activate it for whatever reason. So movies are being tariffed now. Damn that John Voight. So I heard that there's going to be some sort of discussion about it, but yeah.
He's still mad that Parasite won Best Picture.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know? But it's like you can't tariff a distribution deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And one of the biggest things is like different territories have their own deals. So I don't know how that would work. You know, like with,
he just says shit
I know.
and hopes.
And they say with Alcatraz is because he literally was watching Escape from Alcatraz.
Oh my god.
Because apparently the movie ended 2 hours before he made that announcement. And I was just like, oh, he's just seeing things on TV. Mm-hmm. It's like, do you really love Lamp, or are you just saying that?
Right.
Like from Anchorman?
But people are listening to him sometimes.
I know.
It's fun.
Yep.
It's real fun.
Yep.
Anyway, that training montage from Bloodsport was epic.
Yeah. I was watching, there's a YouTuber I watch who does things about, like, people who, they're, like, fake fighters. Mm-hmm. And it's called, like, Bullshitto or something like that.
Nice.
And the guy who Bloodsport is about was apparently like this big fucking liar, who said he was like in the CIA and he was like in this okay. What is Bloodsport called? It's I don't know. There's a word for it. There's a word for the fighting tournament. Kudete? Okay. Something like that. But yeah, and then the other guy like was like he called himself like Baron something or other. Okay. And I used the picture of him that used to be in comic books where he looks like he's like fighting, but he's got a cape on. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I like those videos about the guys. Kumite, that's right. The people who say they can do like no touch knockouts. Okay. That it's like they use like mind powers and shit like that.
That's crazy.
So I wrote that into the Florida Man sequel where he was trained by Sensei Ira, and his dojo was in a strip mall, and I made him a composite of 3 people who I used to work with
Nice.
in the look, so I expect to get sued.
I'm sure. Neil, I'm not reading that. I don't know. I get anxious sometimes about because I'm just imagining the future. To say I get big in wrestling,
Mhm.
God, that's gonna happen. And they go back and they watch all these. Like I think about that constantly, and I'm like,
Oh yeah, you're done at that point.
yeah, you
With-
should make the sequel to Jim Cotta.
I have the poster in the other room, and yeah, do you know what Jim Cotta is? So the dude was a gymnast for real life. He won the gold medal, and they made him into an action star.
Mm.
But like all the ninja stuff he does, all involves gymnastics. So like there's like a square in like a town where everybody's a crazy person, and it just so happens to have one of those horses that they use. You can like do all the kicks on it and stuff. I was like,
Nice.
It's a good thing that was there.
Right? That's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty funny. So I have plans for the weekend. Aside from Mother's Day, I forgot it's Mother's Day.
Yeah.
I'm going to a lucha show from CMLL and Sunday Get Drunk with Friends. Nice. I hope you have fun. I love lucha stuff.
I've been to a lucha show before.
We had.
I saw a dwarf lucha.
That's always awesome. We had. He's going by his shoot name now, Jesus Rodriguez, but his wrestling name was Ricardo Rodriguez, I think.
That's a big leap.
Look, we had him come in. It was super awesome. He did a training day for us.
I would be Taco Belly.
Yes. And it was a lot of fun, and I'm a little bit more athletic than I thought I was. It was a blast. I love the way he teaches. He was very good at breaking things down step by step.
My favorite luchador thing was El Santo. Do you know who El Santo is?
Yeah.
That he basically became like a leading man in like romantic movies in Mexico, but he never took the mask off.
Yeah.
So he was like imagine like you're watching
That's like a thing, yeah.
like a Bradley Cooper romantic comedy, but it's a dude in the mask on, the silver mask on.
Want Newt to read it, and you can give me shit as we agree he won't be on the Hall of Fame speech. Oh my god. Newt, I found an AMC training video from '97. I'll DM you.
Oh,
of
yes.
Of course you did.
I probably have it.
The word dwarf was Ben Newt. They now use midget or willow. I thought that midget was.
I thought midget was the bad. I thought midget was the N word.
I know that. Oh yeah, I know that there was. It was little people.
What's up, my midget?
Oh my god. Psychic damage. So Willow now. I kind of like that.
No,
actually.
Willow is because the movie they all had little people in it.
What movie? The movie
Willow.
called Willow?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
With Val Kilmer and Warwick Davis.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
It's directed by Ron Howard.
Hey, that's my dad's favorite too, Newt. Him and Blue Demon.
Yeah, that's it. Blue Demon's another cool one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've always with El Santo. I handed in a Gail Simone, I think is her name.
Okay.
She's a comic book writer, still is a comic book writer, but they were doing this anthology book about witches, and I had an old pitch for a thing called Heiress of Darkness, where all of the daughters, like descendants of famous monster hunters, have to team up together to bring down this like evil. And I thought it'd be cool if the Mexican version was the relative of El Santo, and she's fighting like Aztec mummies and vampires and shit like that, like used to be in all the El Santo movies.
That's cool as hell. Okay, and that it's 8. It's 9/11.
Okay. Oh, next.
Shut
Well, now
up.
we won't forget. We're gonna go soon.
Yes.
Yeah, because I gotta get next
Maybe
door and
the
get that
thing,
shit
yeah.
done. I'll show you around the creepy back rooms there. Maybe we'll see the ghost.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Remember that one night where the food drivers took forever?
What were their names? It was like
Oh my god.
Arthur was one of them, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, and the other one started with an L, I think. Oh my
They were
god.
like very distinct names.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm blanking.
Does anybody remember what the drivers' names
What
were?
was
Because
the
that
dude's name?
became a thing.
Yeah, we definitely had Arthur. What the fuck was the other one? Oh my god. I'm gonna have to go back and find
Yeah.
that. Like not right now, but that was so fucking funny.
But the last week, the ghost was being extra.
Okay.
And
Oh yeah, I saw you posted.
I
something
literally
like that.
stepped out of my office and yelled, "I hear you! I am trying to get work done!"
It's funny because if I were a ghost, I'd be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I'm
I'll
sorry.
turn it
I didn't know you were busy.
Okay. I'll
Yeah, it sounded like somebody was running up and down the steps, and then the door kept like
It
jiggling.
was a woman's name. Yeah, it was one guy and one woman.
Yeah.
I think the woman started with an L.
It was like a weird name, but it was distinct.
Yeah. Oh my god. I don't know. They had us going for like a while, and I can't remember them. That's so creepy.
Apparently the guy I used to go to the whenever I'd leave the Narber Theater and I'd come home, I'd stop at the Rock Hill Wawa that had like the bumper car style parking lot. And the guy who I used to talk to every night there who made the sandwiches apparently has been coming up here to the movies. And he's like, he was asking about me the other day, and I was like, who is that? I was like, oh, I know who that guy is.
Oh, shit.
I was like, why would you drive an hour? Like, but I mean, you could ask that about people I used to work with as well who showed up.
Right? Yeah. Oh my god.
One of them came back a second time, but he was by himself this time, so he didn't say anything.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coward. Sorry, I clicked on a thing and that was a
Is
mistake.
it like Etsy or something like that, or
no,
Temu?
It's IMVU, which is
oh yeah, I had to have mine changed to make sure I don't get pregnant.
Oh, it took me a second. I was like, what?
My IMVU.
Yeah, if anyone recognizes that website name, yes, it's still around.
Oh.
I was initially on it when I was like 13, which is way too fucking young.
Yeah. Which goes back to our conversation before we started filming, was that the documentary.
Send me more feet pics.
Who said that?
your producer.
Oh, okay.
It was vaguely Eastern European for the. The guy's name was vaguely Eastern European. The ghost should apologize and buy Newt those guacamole Doritos.
I agree. Dude, it was.
Did you get your iron in your arm?
Yes. Yeah. Who was talking about that?
It was somebody here. Someone just rolled up to like our chat and was just like.
And they didn't know. Yeah.
Because first of all they were talking about getting me pregnant past the IUD, and then they were like. They also tried to make an IED joke because they were like, if soldiers can deactivate IEDs, they can take that out of your arm or something. I'm like, that's not what that's
for.
Where an IED is.
Oh,
the U.
This is why we need sex ed classes.
Yeah, my dad had the comics and trading cards back when he lived in Mexico, so 78 around here.
Okay.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, I like those movies when I was a kid. Like I think I did the whole video about Ship of Monsters. We had a Mexican channel in Philly that was on like regular TV. It wasn't on cable, and it was not dubbed. There was no subtitles or anything like that.
Like, here,
but I would just stop because it's like, okay, there's a wrestler fighting a vampire, or there's UFOs and a singing cowboy, and I didn't know what they were saying, but I just liked watching them. And they always had like ridiculously beautiful women. Because it was always like Miss Mexico 1960 would be like a vampire in it or something like that. And I was like, I don't know what they're saying, but I like it.
I respect that.
All right, we're going to cut this one off.
Okay.
Because I got to go do work.
9:15.
And we will...
He fights Nazis too. That's based.
That's right. You should.
It's based.
Well, apparently now it depends what you say. Because some people don't think that the Nazis are the bad guys.
This is the note we're ending the stream on.
Yeah.
All right.
Because somebody recently in one of the I've been getting like old reviews have been like getting comments.
Sure.
And they
had the hottest ladies.
The review for Indiana Jones: The Dial of Destiny. That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, it's kind of lame that you would say that the Nazis were the bad guys in this movie. And I
what?
But I was just like, I thought he meant like time was the bad guy in this movie, really, but no, the Nazis. But he really, literally meant just like the Nazis.
Damn,
and then somebody commented recently on, like one of the very first reviews I ever did, and I was like, how did that pop up in somebody's algorithm? You know.
Good seeing you both. Hope to hear from you when you get back home, good sir.
All right. See you guys.
Peace.